Okay, so today's Friday. It's raining. It's 11 and it's 11:05, and at the moment I am the only person from the entire gang and crew who is online at the moment. All right. So how we all doing? Okay, yeah, I need to like send out like broadcasts. Um I really need to send out broadcasts. All right. So, I mean, like, how we all doing? How is everyone? How is the lockdown working out for all of us? Because man, that shit is not working out for me. Um, on my own part, I think I haven't really gone ahead to like do most of the things I actually said I was going to do. I said I was going to read more. I barely even finished one book. Um, said I was going to read more. I barely finished one book. I said I was going to engage more in art and design and stuff. But besides what the hell is this? Besides the thingy I did for Google Hosts. I said I was going to do something for GT Bank's Habari this week, but I don't think I had the chance to. More like I was kind of tired, and to be honest, it really wasn't worth my time. All right, so let me open YouTube on my device so that I can tell everyone that we are live. So I'm guessing I'll just close this window on my browser so it doesn't consume too much memory. Um, yeah. Mm-hmm. WhatsApp. Let's get Laura. I named my broadcast group Laura. Oh no, Jesus, that's wrong. Why do I still feel sleepy though? Where's everyone? Oh, damn it. Another week, another shitpost. I actually get really funny with my WhatsApp broadcasts, and man, it gets crazy. All right, so I've sent the word out. Everyone should be. I'm actually chatting up Victor Fa from Fort Canvas, and I legitimately hope that he listens to my request right now. All right. Well, and here I was thinking someone had come online. If you see me, like, forgive my current appearance. I have not stepped out of this house in about 2 weeks or thereabouts. I'm a bloody hermit at this point. I'm a bloody hermit at this point. What are we talking about today? I think we're supposed to talk about design systems, but that could change. If my people don't come around on time, we might just have to change the entire game and then decide to do something a little fun. Might even have like that live session that we talked about last week, where I just probably just share my design process as I'm designing, and we'll probably talk about some of that random shiznix. If you guys are still around to watch it happen, hopefully Mudia, Shaiwan, Gift, and Simeon. Simeon actually said he's going to be late. That is, that is totally fine. However, um, I am hopeful and praying that I'm hopeful and praying that I'm hopeful actually that this week's episode would be thrilling, maybe not thrilling, but it will be quite productive. And he declined. Victor Farr, Mr. Victor Farr has declined us. Yes, I know the typical. So he's saying that he's behind timeline of next deliverables. Come on, that's literally my lifestyle. That's like I'm doing this, and I am. It's like there are 700 other things I'm supposed to be working on. So you're just there. I've just looked at them and I'm like, yeah, here's a big fuck you. Because I'm not going to touch you right now. This is me practicing social distancing with deadlines. Hey, Captain Umori is online. Yes. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Captain Umori is a good friend of mine, and we have the same passion for Tony Stark, Iron Man. It's kind of random, but if you actually watched, or if you read the Civil War arc from Marvel Comics, I'm not talking about the Civil War in the MCU. I'm actually talking about the comics. The Civil War was basically divided. Like Marvel heroes were basically divided into two: Team Cap and then Team Stark. And there was an incident. There was an incident, and then yeah, social distancing is nice. So there was an incident. There was an incident where a bunch of heroes that there was like involving like a bunch of young amateurish heroes, and then there needed to be like legislation passed to regulate the activities of superheroes. Captain America disagreed. Tony Stark saw the essence of it, and then that was where the first that was the schism that actually brought about the fight between Captain America and Tony Stark. Much unlike what we saw in the MCU, where Bucky killed Stark's parents, but that's it's not even anything related. But to be honest, when during that schism and when I read through the comics, I mean, I could see Captain America's argument. I could see Captain America's argument, but um, the challenge was I didn't fully I couldn't fully comprehend the reason for it. There needed to be regulation. There needed to be there needed to be regulation or regulatory bodies. There needed to be regulation on how to superheroes actually operate because before then anyone could just wake up in the morning and become a superhero and like everyone's cool with it. But superheroes needed to be answerable to someone. They needed to be answerable to the government. They needed to well, I mean, clearly there had to be certain negotiations to be had as to activities of a superhero. I think that was what they got wrong. Mr. Forsha is here. Yeah, I need a bell. I need a bell to ring for people. Otherwise, don't laugh. But I have a origin bottle here, and I'm going to ring it for. I'm going to ring it twice. That's for Captain Amoru and Solomon Forsha. Okay. Okay. So that's that about that. Tony Stark will always be. I mean, he's not my favorite X-Men. I mean, it's not my favorite Marvel character, but he ranks up there because Jesus, he's a fucking genius. Most of my favorite characters are actually mutants, Cyclops, Storm, Jean Grey, Hank, mostly mutants actually. Exodus, Vulcan. Oh my god, you guys should actually check out Vulcan's story. He is epic. All right, so I'm waiting for the rest of everyone to come online. So I'm literally just buying time because if I don't see anyone, let me see if I can get Dancing Designer to join us too. No feedback, nothing. Well, we just have to manage. Come on, where is Mudia? Jesus, where is Shaiwan? Ugh. I'm kind of hoping that Dara would be online. But man, I don't even know. Oh gosh, I mean, if by 11:30, 11:40, I don't see anyone, then I think I'll just proceed with the live session. We initially planned, or we initially wanted to talk about design systems. I mean, Victor Fargo, we've heard you're quite you're quite busy. I understand. Wait, who thinks that who thinks that I should make the origin bell like a thing? Like Jesus Christ is the origin bell. Ring 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 ring. Do that again. I'll probably make it a thing. I don't know. I'll just keep it here instead of throwing it away and just bring it for anyone who, for reasons whatsoever. Um, if like I was saying, if I'm unable to, if we are unable to put this shit together, then we'll work on something. We'll probably work on something. I am currently thinking of maybe like a dashboard design just to see, so it won't look like it's boring or you guys just came for nothing. And instead of hearing like the regular shit post that everyone does, then uh, we'll have some actual activity that we can do and enjoy. So, um, so who do we have here? We have Asemoloye. Is it Asemoloye or Asemoloye? Asemoloye Bamidele. This is his first time here, and there's a bell. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're subscribed to us. Hit the subscribe button and share this link with everyone. Share with your friends. I mean, just let them come and hear a shit post for the first time in their lives. Like I assure you, they'll be fucking blown, mind blown. Funny enough, I don't think that we even like tried to. I don't think we even have like any product that we'd like to review. But on products that we can work on, I was thinking maybe something as simple and as basic as um, Providence Bank's internet banking. Now, it is, why am I picking Providence Bank? Because I just wanted to show I just wanted to show it's not really, I mean, they don't exactly have that the best internet banking experience there, but it's not exactly the worst. It's probably like the low. We're looking at just below average, so to speak. It's not. It's functional for all the right reasons, but is it aesthetically pleasing? No. But does it get the job done? I'd say, well, yes, definitely yes. Okay, so let's see. Mhm. Oh, and then maybe we could even like review. There's this would be a perfect time actually. This is an actual perfect time because we could review a product that a friend of mine asked me to review for him. Sorry, hold on. Brilliant. We could review a product that a friend of mine asked me to review on his behalf. And it's a pretty decent product. I've been wanting to actually review this for some time now. They've launched, I think they launched about a month ago or 2 months ago. Um, they launched about a month or 2 months ago. So, sorry, let me just. No, don't do this. All right, recognize my face. I think I messed with this camera. All right. Okay. So let me just. No, that won't not be effective. No, that's fine. No. All right. So I need to. I'm just clean up a few things. Nope. Let me I want to already set up the stage for man. It seems that like no one else wants to come online and have fun with me. So guessing I will just do this myself, I guess. All right, so let me save this. Huh, it's Terry buzzing me for save view, and that is save the photos, and that's fine. Let me check my account and see how broke I am. Ah, no, I'm not telling anybody how broke I am. Sorry, because it's bad. It's goddamn bad, man. All right, so what does Terry have for me? Oh yeah, and considering the fact that Terry did do during his time with us at Team Terry actually did some interesting work for Providence Bank. I might borrow some of these concepts or not. Maybe I might borrow some of these concepts. So Terry, if you're watching, just know that I am stealing from you directly, and I'm unashamed about it. Uh, where are my goons? Mm-hmm. All right then. So let me mute this so that I don't have to. Oh no, let me just keep up the volume. All right. So so what do we talk about? What do we want to talk about? Oh yes, this is a good time to actually talk about. We're bringing back an old classic on Sunday. So this coming Sunday will be the launch of or the relaunch of Nollywood spoof. We have been talking about this for years now. We the just haven't had the time of day to actually take a look at it and like launch it back into the air. But I think being that everyone now is at home and everyone's at home, everyone everyone's at home now. There's a lot more time in everyone's hands, so they're most likely be paying a lot of attention. So I think this is like the best time, the optimal time to come back with the Nollywood spoof. We'll be dropping more details on Sunday, on or before Sunday, but I suggest to you that y'all should start getting ready. And this is a hint. It's basically an expo that I'm giving to you guys. And I can only say this right now, so just bear in mind. People will be creating their own original characters. That's all I'm saying. That's everything I need to say about it. But everyone will be creating their own original characters, and moving on. moving on. So what are we doing now? Where is everyone? Where is everyone? And it's beginning to look like it's 10:30. Nobody is here. I'm probably some God knows how many minutes into this. I'm probably like some good 30 minutes into this, and nobody's here. So I'm thinking I should be getting ready to share my screen any moment from now because we will be working on some shit. Hey. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I always up dancing. So yeah, I think in the coming weeks, that's a very good, interesting question. I'm going to be learning workflow. So yesterday we had this interesting discussion surrounding. We had this interesting discussion surrounding like recent design tools, and this was triggered by I don't know whether it was Nudia who posted this, but Framer, that's Framer X, is coming to the web. Now Framer is a prototyping tool that I kind of think I'll probably need to share my screen to do this. So let's. Oh God Almighty, this is the worst. Let me see if I can share my screen. But first, I need to kill off some certain things so that they don't interrupt me. I'll kill off my email. Telegram can stay. Hmm. Do I need to kill this off? Oh yeah, let me even like tell people that look, this is what's up. Oh man, I gotta go. I have to kill off my Safari because this thing will soon start boiling. Wow. Thank you, Jesus. I had not yet started sharing my screen. Um, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? So we killed off Safari. We're killing off our calendar. We still have VLC, which allegedly doesn't draw as much power as it should. All right, so a little background music to set the tune, set the tone and the mood of the tune, the tone of the mood. And then check out Figma. Let me make sure that everything's cool. Because I'll soon have to share my screen, and I'm not sure I want to do that just yet because it becomes quite punishing. So let me close a few other things. A a breakfast. I'm quite hungry. God.
Hello.
Is that someone? Who's this?
Eh, Okay,
Hey, Sharon, what's up, man?
I'm good. How far?
I did, man. I've basically run through like God knows how long already, and I was this close to starting like some kind of free live session where I showed them how to do like dashboards for internet banking. I was this close. No matter you're here, I'll probably end up doing it anyways. I don't know. I don't know. Where's Mudia?
I'm talking with him now. He says he went out to buy stuff.
All right. Simon said he's gonna be late. I don't know about gift. Dara is basically Dara just goes offline. Like you can't even like find that. It's crazy. How far now? How have you been?
I've been good though. Work, sleep, the usual.
I mean, clearly nothing much has changed now. Like, how long have you been at home? Like, is it 2 weeks? I know I've been
I've
at,
been
I
I've
was
been at
at
home
home.
for more than 2 weeks. So
I've been at home a week. I was at home a week earlier than most. That was before the lockdown was even declared.
okay,
Yeah.
I think the same thing here too. Uh,
See. And I'm hearing just that they are going to they might even like extend it.
might or have.
They have it's
I
official.
s- I think they have. Oh, because I saw lockdown something trending this morning. Lockdown extension.
Oh man, come on. I shouldn't do this now. I need to go out. I can't continue like this. I'll lose my mind. Oh God, like ah, I don't like going out by default, but now I'm looking for any and every excuse to just to go out. I'm tired of being at home. Home is beginning to think on me.
Uh, I mean, so wait, is it that in your area you can't go out at all? Like at all?
Oh no, and not like I stay around that side, so I think
Okay.
I can walk out. I can go out, stretch legs, but like most of these places that supposedly have this, you can't go there.
Yeah. So I mean, but look on the
Now,
bright side. You're saving money.
not really. Money that I'm allegedly saving on transportation and spending on fuel. There's no light.
Oh, uh, that's terrible. I mean, we've had light here, and
Yeah.
like we've had light so much that I was beginning to get scared. Like the light was, when you have light so much that you're now wondering, oh God, if they take this, if they do mistake and take this light, it is finished.
Can you guys just like take this light so I have
Like,
great assurance that
please,
is
just
this
take it.
Simon is online and behold. Oh my God, man. Uh, okay.
Where did we get drum from, Madu?
Oh, well,
Ekaro.
Ekaro,
Have
sir.
fun now.
Oh, we did, guy. It's not easy.
I
Like
swear.
this Corona thing, like I'm tired of it. It's getting me. Ah,
My they get everybody. Now everybody they get.
I want to go out.
You don't go out.
Like I was telling someone yesterday that right now, as I am right now, like I have the good mind to just enter the street and set things on fire for no apparent reason. I just want to set things on fire, just for the sake. Let there be fucking action. Let there be fucking chaos, please. Let just like people run around and be scared, do weird shit. I don't fucking care. But
Madu.
the excitement I'm looking for right now.
Oh Lord. From my area self, roadblock day, but the roadblock, like there's no point of the roadblock. If you just see the roadblock, just tell them that I'm going to go and buy fuel, they'll allow you to pass. Everybody now that they go buy fuel and nobody's buying fuel.
So you go just carry jerry can come out.
Where else?
Guy, now, guy, now it's my popsy they do. But man don't want to stay house. In workers they work for site. So anytime you want to come out, just put gallon for front of car. I'm going to go and buy fuel.
Simon,
Oh
Simon,
Lord, yeah.
where is it?
And they stay for Kubwa, Abuja.
Oh, okay.
So
Shit.
they are she background music.
Hmm?
I say background music.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys were not around, so I needed to.
Were you singing for? Were you singing for people?
God, no. Why would I want to do that? Have you heard
And
my
what is
voice?
that?
It's disgusting.
I am hearing it, but you're on a live call, so you can change.
No, okay, bad. Okay, give me some.
Okay, what are we discussing today? So I saw what are you discussing today? Do you know
Ah,
that Airtel has Airtel TV app?
since
I
when?
tell what?
Since when?
Hello?
Airtel TV app. Why?
Hmm. Yeah, hello? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, the question is, it begs the question, why?
Mic check.
Waiting the Airtel TV app first.
Yeah, what is it? What the fuck is that?
Guy, I don't know. I just saw it. I just saw their text message. I said, let me check. Let me check. Let me click the link.
Airtel TV app.
Check Play Store. I don't know that is on Apple, on App Store. Sha.
Why? Why?
It's Airtel TV, but it's an app on Play Store. And they have over 100,000 downloads. And I'm like, from where? Where did they steal it from?
No, I mean, it could be from other African countries. Yeah.
So because I'm talking about Airtel TV app now, they now said to slow my network down. This is what I'm mad. Point.
Oh, so I'm looking at the live stream, and Shy One. I think that this app is basically stuck on you.
Apparently, they launched in January this year.
In January. Okay, let me see. Airtel. Okay, let's start from there. Okay, Airtel TV, Airtel Africa, Airtel TV. Wow. Okay, Airtel Africa. There is no way. All right. Okay. So stream series, movies, kids, blah blah blah. Oh no, this is too good. I need to share my screen. This is too bloody good. I'll come back to this. Store. Why the struggle? God. Uh, I'm actually trying to share my screen, and I don't know what the struggle is about. Okay, so Simon wants to switch networks. I need to switch PCs altogether.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I say it's like because I said I mentioned Airtel TV now and they've now decided to slow my network down. My Spectrum net is not even going again.
Wait, what are you now saying? You're saying that your ISP is listening in on you. That's why.
Haven't they been doing that? When did they stop? I never knew that they stopped.
Where's Shimon? Shimon is listening.
I'm here. Oh.
Tell
So,
your
like I
quiet.
said, they have an Airtel TV. Everyone wants to go into streaming. I don't just.
Well,
Like free, no subscription.
I mean, I'll have to
There's no
check out.
subscription.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense. How did they make money?
Maybe they're just trying to offer it as value-added services.
Streaming as an added service.
No, like as a value-added service for being an Airtel customer.
Not so.
Because they are so emphasizing that it is so free and there's no subscription, and I don't get why that is that. Or maybe it's just a ploy to bring more people in, then after a while switch it up on everybody.
Nah, but I mean, when has that ever worked for anybody? Like except for those too big to fail companies. Oh God, I have a feeling that I'm going to.
At least that is what V company is trying to do, trying to share money and make sure that they buy people. Then see if they stay.
I'm struggling to share my screen. I don't know.
Please, who has seen that V something app?
Which what?
That V, what are those? I don't even know. V something. Jonathan Jazzy was doing this thing for promo for. Don Jazzy is one of their influencers. Anyone? The banking app. I think it's Vbank.
Vbank.
Yeah.
Oh,
Another banking app.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm tired of those. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's so much money in fintech. People are crazy. Yeah, another banking app.
When you say so much money, what do you mean by so much money, guy? Are you talking
The
about
restricted. I'm talking about the restricted amount of the same Nigerians' money that everybody wants to share. It's still the same pie, actually. It's just the same pie. Everybody just wants to get their own share.
I mean, okay, if you look at it, right, you're still coming to struggle the same customers that every other person is sharing, or is like it's the same money that is just circulating. If I come out from Harry wise, I'll go put on for
go piggy vest.
You understand? I just it's the same money.
I think the thing with fintech is that some people just need to get their own share of the pie, honestly, because so many of the no shades thrown to any of them. So many of
Um,
them are just copies of each other's. Like copies, they're just doing exactly the same thing. That's why I even stopped installing fintech apps because the more I don't know, I'll be using my Sasebo 37.
hey,
I
who
don't
remember
want to.
that Airtel? No, not Airtel. That app like this that was busy giving free airtime that time. What was the name? Was it Zoom something? Zuma? What the fuck? I can't remember.
Zoto, Abi?
Zo something. Sha.
Zoto. Yes, it's
Zoto,
Zoto.
Zoto.
Where are they?
Oh my God, nobody.
Who
They've
ran
taken
them
our
out?
data. They've taken our data, our registration data, and they sold their database. It's true. Like that is where their money will be. Collected our data and sold it, and they'll keep on selling it to different buyers. It's a good
Okay,
market. So
I'm
you
I'm
come
I'm
on, you share a journey recharge card. I think you share for like 20 million people, 30 million people. I think you share those ones. You sell the data for like times two the rate you spent.
Simon. You can
How
see
much
this here.
your screen?
Yeah, my screen. I don't know why I can't seem to
Okay, I'm using my phone, but
I
I
can't seem to
I
show.
can't
can't see your screen now.
I can't
Hold
see.
on. Let me try and see if I can. Okay. Let me try and see if I can share my screen on my iPad. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 8, 8. Go get it. You kidding me? Wow.
Now, now only your
What
face
do you
I
mean?
dey see since. So,
What?
tell me. Now
Now
only
what?
your face I dey see since.
No. Okay. So yeah. So I was showing you guys that Vbank thing on my iPad.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out that I can't. Jesus Christ. So it turns out that I can't quite share from my laptop. So I want to see if I can share from my iPad.
Oh. So like the fintech space, like I once said, like everyone just wants to see the piece of the pie, but the pie is the same thing.
The same pie,
Only
oh, my brother.
only very few people are actually seeking to increase the size of pie they are eating by bringing or accommodating people that don't have access to digital products. So they are going rural and they're actually spending more money on stretching or increasing the pie. Those ones are the one making more money.
Mm-hmm.
Then these ones are just there copying. These ones are just there copying. We just find the one way to just ride on the. You see?
You don't come online. It's an iPad.
Yeah, but apparently you can't share your screen on your iPad.
So what exactly do you want to share?
No, I just wanted to share what's it called? I just wanted to share. So visit if you can share your screen, visit vbank.ng.
Vbank.
Yeah. Alpha, we'll do our own fintech now. And no, do you know that funny thing with this fintech stuff? Most
Yeah,
of them do have their licenses, or most of them cannot even
they're just
afford the
riding on.
license.
They're just riding on other
That is the
tech.
annoying thing. Like, so it's still the same channel. God.
Like you're bringing more money. You're bringing in more money and more people for the holders for the gatekeepers basically.
I'm telling you, the gatekeepers are
They are
just
just
there,
there.
giving them. They want to know
They're cashing out for free. You get it?
before. Uh, Bring more money. Who cares? Somehow, the gatekeepers are constant. If you look at it across, I don't even think we have up to five. I
Gate
don't even know up to five. Yeah,
at all. Far from it.
apart from banks, apart from the traditional banks, I don't think we have up to five
No, 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 no. So if I don't know what or how InterSwitch stands these days. I know those ones they have all the licenses they used to have.
Yeah,
Understand?
Interest is actually a partnership between government, CBN, and some other banks. So somehow, they are always good, no matter what.
You get. Then so then you have Nibs. Nibs is you have Nibs. Nibs is Jesus Christ. Nibs is what is Nibs exactly? I
I
know
don't know the full meaning, but I know you actually have to get one of their licenses to transact. Is it
Nibs
USSD
are
or something?
I think those ones they are a switch. You get Nibs are also a switch. You can also get like a you can also get like a you can I think you can also get access to Nibs as well when you are doing your integrations, depending on how you are doing your integration to your app. I know of and
But
then
most of all these newer banks are just rising from the ground. Most of them don't even do all this procedure. They just go through maybe Flutterwave. It's true now. You create
start.
bank on top of Flutterwave or Paystack. Mad. Oh.
So what I I I don't know whether you just said it now, but I think that most fintech products have essentially stopped innovating. Shaiwan, how
Yeah.
far? We are looking at
I'm
your. We're trying,
sharing my I'm sharing my screen already now.
yeah, we are not seeing anything. Or at least I'm not seeing anything. All I'm just seeing is just the icon.
Laptop icon.
Yeah.
Uh-uh. Why?
8 by 8.
So maybe you might want to. All right. Oh, great. Delightful. Okay, so let me, I can see it now. What sound is that?
Thank you for the background music.
All right, so we're looking at Vbank.
You,
What do you think?
mm,
So open a V account in 2 minutes on a mobile device with your BVN phone number and zero paperwork. Download now. That's literally the promise of everyone right now. That's
Yeah.
that's
All of
everyone's.
them running on Flutterwave. It's like, I
Okay,
can't
so
keep myself.
let me attempt to download from the Play Store or whatnot. More options, especially for you. Make bookkeeping fun and eco-friendly. What the fuck does that mean?
Eco-friendly.
with paperless documentation.
Make bookkeeping fun and eco-friendly with paperless documentation and seamless social media integration, geotagging, and photo sharing. I didn't know these are features I needed. I just want to withdraw money and keep money. You dumb fuck.
You know, I'm taking a course on what's his name, plural site. And
Yeah.
one of the things I saw or learned yesterday was the fact that customers are actually loyal to the job they want to perform. They don't care about how they are doing it.
Unless you're
Like,
able, unless you're able to demonstrate that okay, we actually need that you guys as customers actually need these things. Unless you're able to demonstrate value. But
yeah, like let's say they gave an example of the music industry. People just want to listen to music, from the Walkman to the iPod. The action or the action that everyone wants to do is still the same. Listen to music. So,
yeah.
however you are bringing how they listen to music is everybody will now turn to which is easier for them and which works for them. But therein, the root action is still to listen to music. Then other things now follow. Most
Mm-hmm.
of those guys are just sharing the pie because nobody wants to know whether you are doing paper or you're not doing paper. Like, and nobody wants to care. Just tell me I'm able to transfer my money. That when you now have issues with all these new banks, oh Lord, I'm sure you suffer. That's why I switched to Alert when it first started. The first time I had issues with them, reset my password. This food not reset. For hours. that ATM just turned to decoration for my cupboard.
Oh my god.
And I won't even lie, the reason why I opened an Alert account, I won't even lie, like very plain, it was because of their ATM card. Because of their ATM card. And now the ATM card is chopping bench in my wardrobe.
Do you know that? Do you know that? Like, I opened an account with Alert. I opened an account with Alert until this day. I do not know what to do with it. Like, I've been on restricted. I've been on restricted accounts. You get like their first tier, whatnot, and all the data they used to supply. I've supplied everything, but man, no.
My own too is restricted. They said I have a limit of 30K or 50K. I can't even remember. So I deleted the app. I went to Polaris Bank, and they should shut down my account. They said they will shut it down. Guy, up to today, they never shut it down. All of them are just counting. We have 40 million customers. They should take audit of when lastly 40 million customers use their account. They will now see other number with slash.
Oh my god.
You're one customer bank. All the banks last.
Everybody is one customer bank.
Yeah.
No, I kind of like Sterling Bank's at least their slogan, their work customer focus on servicing that one customer properly. And I mean, I think they've been pretty decent about it so far.
I actually think they're actually getting better. They are really, really trying to incorporate technology into what they do.
Yeah.
Even if it looked as if GT Bank was doing that at a point, but now it looks as if they are more confused and they are even focused.
Oh no, please! GT Bank now is.
That's what I'm saying, that now they are a mess. I don't understand what they are trying to do nowadays.
GT Bank anymore, because I mean they were on top of it. They were.
GT Bank.
Yes.
Yeah, at a point, GT Bank, nobody could have competed with technology with GT Bank, but now, man, they're just.
Do you guys know that we have someone who just joined?
I heard the Vroom vibe. This thing.
This is Dara. Everyone.
Dara is here.
Oh shit! After the background, daddy, we see after background music.
Oh God. Fuck. The background music. Hey, now.
This is not welcoming music.
No. Let me put the origin bell for her.
I call this radio station.
No, I really actually invest in a proper bell. Oh my god! So glad to have you here, Dara. We are talking about stuff, and right now we are looking at Vbank. So if you have the chance, just check out vbank.com. I'm currently going through their onboarding process. Unfortunately, I cannot share my screen right now.
So they have two domains: vbank.ng and vbank.com.
Wow, that's.
I don't. Let me see if it's the same thing. Valiance Bank. What the hell is Valiance Bank?
It's not them.
Who are coming up with all these names?
What?
Who are the ones coming up with all these names for all these new startups? They don't that naming is very important. Valiance. They are Nigerians.
You need to look at, or you need to be around for. You need to be around for the people that actually produce all these names. Yeah. Funny. So I'm doing their onboard. I'm doing the onboarding for Vbank right now.
Okay, so I think vbank.com actually takes you to another bank, oh, not the vbank we are talking about. Hello?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. I can hear you.
Like the vbank.com is different from vbank.ng.
Now, why would they do that?
So if vbank.com already existed and they still went ahead to buy the domain vbank.ng, that is just plain. I don't even know what to call it.
Don't
It's
say it.
just
Don't say it. All right. So, you're welcome to Vbank. Let's Lisa. Your account is successfully created. Go to my dashboard. Verify your identity. Now, let's look at the dashboard. What the fraggers? Do you want to log in with Face ID? Yes, please log in with Face ID. And I have an account. I'm pretty confident I'm not going to use. It looks okay. So you can switch it. Ah, I don't know. It looks. And to be honest, I don't know what to feel about this design. Shy one, are you scrolling or anything? Because it
Yeah.
looks like your screen is stagnant. It's stagnant. I'm not really seeing.
Oh no, I'm not scrolling.
Okay, your screen just seems stagnant. It's not moving. Oh, okay. It's
How
actually
about now?
yeah, I can see you scrolling, but I don't know. On my prime screen, I'm not seeing anything. But that doesn't matter. So I'm still looking at the app. Let's withdrawals, continue, transfers, payments. So they're giving me like an onboarding tool. I don't know why this app it's not. I mean, the UI looks clean. I actually like it. It's not bad.
But would you
I
use
also
it?
know who designed it. Would I use it? To be honest,
Yep.
no. Reason being that, like I'm very bold for choice at this point. Like
I can't
what
hear
I
you. You need to turn off the music.
oh okay. So like what would I use it for? What
Mm.
different thing are they offering me that make me loyal to them? I'm pretty sure
Uh,
it's a good product.
mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's a good product, but I don't see the promise. There's nothing that sets them apart from say what do you call it, Kuda Bank. I mean or could yeah, Kuda
what
Bank.
are they doing with geotagging?
I have no fucking idea. And I don't even seem to see
Are they geotagging where I'm making my transactions?
that will now become a privacy issue. Oh wait, there's a link there here that says start your bank. Oh, so okay, this is interesting. So they also want to dive into agency banking,
Agency
What type?
banking.
Agency banking.
like OP, Monify. I mean, sorry, like OP, Money Points, Paga, or First. Is it First Money or something where you just strolling
First,
into just
yeah,
strolling
first
there.
money.
Yeah, I want to make a transfer, I want to make a withdrawal, and then one old fat person just brings that to put your card.
Jesus. Leslie.
Oh, no, sorry.
And
What?
they charge you.
What? I'm getting old and I already have a pot belly, so I have an old fat person pass. Nobody can. Oh, you fucking harass me, I'm there. But you get the point. And
Yeah.
so they want people to become like direct sales agents, which is nice, which seems nice.
That's where
Um,
the money is.
that's most likely where it's going to come from by serving the
Yeah.
people. Do they have licenses for this kind of shit? For them to boldly put it on as part of their service, I think it's clear that they probably have at best maybe like an MFB license. I don't know about a switching license. That's
Most likely they will actually have to run it through an MFB. microfinance man class last. Because I know, except if they've been on their license issues for a long while. I know the licenses are not so easy to get.
But like I have a question, like
Yeah.
for this, right? Um, what is okay if you serve more people, does that mean more money, or just look for a number of people that you can serve that can give you more money? Like instead of serving a large number of people that do highest 100K, why not serve 20 people that do up to 20M or 30M or 50M?
So I actually think it actually quite depends on how you see it. So like I have a friend that has a couple of POS centers in Abuja here,
Mm-hmm.
and on an average, in a good day, on a bad day, one center processes about 400,000 in transactions.
Okay.
Like on the
What?
on one day, on a very bad day, one of his points
Uh,
processes almost
yeah.
400K in transaction.
Okay.
That's not
That makes
bad.
That's
sense.
not bad for just one POS center. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Not bad.
So
really not
you
something.
there's a lot of money in the actually serving the unbanked, because these are places that there's actually no bank and it takes a while to get to a bank. So going
Um,
there is actually a very good strategy.
so
I know there.
I get that. I wasn't talking about like the agent points or the
What are we
POS.
looking at? Okay,
I
Vbank.
was
Yeah,
yeah, I
we're
was
looking
talking about I was talking about these guys that provide a means for you to do online, like online transactions that your bank still offers you, like online transaction services that your bank still offers you, like Ayowo, like Bata, you understand? Those
at. You
guys
the
they still offer
online.
online Kuda, you understand? So
How far?
so I was thinking, you go hear me now.
I'm Moody. I
I
also
was
I did. Continue. Sorry.
waiting I believe. Okay, so I was thinking, um, there is money, right? But then there are people
yeah.
that control the money. Eh? E.g., your dad, my dad. We never reach level where we feel do 1 million naira transfer or 2 million naira transfer or 3 million naira transfer at a go.
Moody, I don't join the call, oh, just in case.
Eh,
I don't
in the
don't call, don't count him and us in the same place.
I don't know what you're talking about. So. Now, this shy one, I don't do 1 million transfer. But 2 million.
yeah, chill. Wait. So so you have those kind of people, right? I was asking someone one day that when was the last time you saw a man in his 40s or 50s who deal in such huge amount of like cash, like in transaction, use any of these new fintech apps?
Very funny.
When was the last time? Like, have you even seen that happen before?
Even my mom said 2 million naira said she go bank.
Exactly. Like they don't even trust their own bank app to make those
Yeah.
transfers, right? So when I started saving for um family, I help run the family business, right? So I save my rent
Yeah.
on Cowrywise. The rent is like 2.5 yearly. So when I started saving on Cowrywise, I told my dad about
2.5 for
Cowrywise.
rent, farm.
Eh?
You are paying
Two
2.5. My
for
Jesus.
rent.
2.5 for
Farm.
rent.
How far? Come and hire me now.
How your boys now? Sherman.
Come and hire me. Boy, now what's the meaning of
I
We're
all
on
this
the
nonsense?
same phone call.
Eh?
Jacuzzi. Bendy, jacuzzi, man, your boys. See, let your boys now. Let your boys. What happened? Married.
For rent, fam.
You're married. Are you
There are
okay?
levels to this.
Wait. Rent where? In Lekki?
No,
Wait,
Rent.
sorry. For context, is this your house where you are staying as a bachelor or not the family you say for?
Ogbeni, how far now? I said business.
Okay, I said that your house rent now. Man, you don't even.
Okay.
Like this. Now leave my food
Yeah,
now. You see this boy?
2.5 rent house.
Don't
How
like
far now?
that.
I never enter politics.
That politics, they kind of
Why
money.
is politics money?
Yeah.
Now I am money you spend. You just dey use design as side gig.
It's
Not be like that outside you. Like,
But still, Sha, spending.
Continue.
Yeah, more than allow me land. So, um, I told him about Cowrywise, and I said I want to start saving on Cowrywise. I want to save 10K daily, right? That's my target, like 10K daily. So, he said, "Are you sure it is safe? I don't think you should save everything on Cowrywise. Maybe you should save half and save half in the bank, like normal bank." And then I said, "No, it's very safe. I'm very sure. Like I work in tech, obviously, so I'm very sure that it is safe." And he was like, "If anything happens to that money, you'll be the one to pay the rent oh,
Look at
from your yeah."
that's one question. That's one question.
This
Why,
setup.
why do you think it was safe? Do you think it was safe because you have seen them on Twitter, you've heard about the talk, or you thought it was safe because you understand how they handle money? Was it fit?
So I thought it was safe because I felt I had gotten to know them, right?
So the brand,
I know, I, I know,
not like you know how everything goes. It's more like faith.
no, so I know, no, a bit of faith, right? But then I know that, okay, I've been following their handle, right? And
I
I've
say it,
been
you go message
seeing
for
them
me,
talk
say
about
I am
how,
money day.
you understand? So I have a few people that work there. I know people that work there. So I'm like, okay, okay, they're actually human beings like me. That okay, I can actually reach out to at any time. I know that okay, these guys they are so in tech. If anything happens, we know where to catch them. You understand? Then I've been following their handle and I've seen them talk about how they use like the money they invest, blah 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 blah. To be honest, I was a bit skeptical. Like the Igbo man in me was against it. You understand?
Yeah.
But I just said, okay, let me just do this and see what happens, right? So I started saving, and then each time he kept asking me, "How far? Is everything okay? Should the people then still day?" I say, "Yes, it's still day." So there was something he said. He said, "I hope this is not like MMM or there was one other kidney that he called." You understand? So I was like, no, it's trust me, it's fine, it's safe, it's secure, blah blah blah. So at the end of last year, when it was time to pay the rent, I transferred the whole money. So my Carrywise key opened on a Monday. So I transferred the money to his account. You understand? So the money did not drop on Monday.
Oh Lord.
I made that transfer in the morning.
Baba go dey fear.
But
Cause he question me how long is this supposed to take? I'm like, this is the first time I'm transferring out of Cowrywise. I've not tried it before. Let's just chill. Maybe it's the network. You understand? I was like,
Mhm.
are you sure? Are you sure this? And I'm like, the money has left my Cowrywise. My Cowrywise balance is back to zero. Like he wasn't relaxed. He was so tense and all that. Then I think it was in the night, late in the night, that the alert came in. Late in the night, the alert came in. But
So,
then even at that, like most of these people, I mean, imagine how much career wise could be making from people who save 50K, 500K, 400K daily. Like Simon's friend that makes 400K daily. Imagine if he was saving 400K daily on calorie wise. He probably have not heard of calorie wise. Even if he has heard of calorie wise, he probably does not feel safe enough or does not trust calorie wise enough. You understand? To put his money there for so long and even have like that big amount of money. So I'm saying that okay, there's so much focus on banks, right? What about the banks and people that actually have the bulk of the money that are being banked? Like, what's the plan for onboarding those kind of people? Do you understand? If you go to the north, a lot of those allergies they do transactions in millions, right? Imagine onboarding five, six, 10 allergies who do 20 million on a daily.
Those are high net. Those are high net, high value
So
customers.
what's the plan to onboard people like that? Because you can't just keep coming for people like me that we are still struggling 400K or 300K side gig or 250K side gig. Something that
Not the
will
lie.
buy. Guy, allow me land now. How far? So by the time you do all your expenses and do whatever you want to do, you have like 100K or 50K or 70K to save. And then you can share them for a your carry wise, piggy vest, butter, just share them across. Funny enough, this year I've saved multiple. There are times I forget that I have money somewhere and I'm broke, and then I remember, I have like 3K or 5K
You
in.
know that's got sweet.
But then, I mean, the whole focus is on your own bank, fine. There's a need for that. But I feel like there's also more money in the banks. Like if they focus on high value or high net, customers and are able to onboard them, they would make far more money. Transactions would be through the roof. Like I mean, that even our normal banks, they don't care about people like us that have thousands in our account. Do you get like
They're not
even when you go
interested
to
in us at
complain for
all.
customer service, even when you go to complain for customer service, when they check your account, there's the kind of money they will see, they will send you to manager. But you get the one where they go see, they go tell you, say, you network is bad, come back in 3 working days.
Our customer is
I'm just saying. I mean, what do you guys think?
Mm, okay, so I'll share a bit of experience. Yeah. Um, I've had my own share building. No, I've had my own share designing for fintech and for banks and all that. So there's some interesting background noise at the background. Sha. All right. So I've had my fair share designing for banks and for fintechs and all that. And I think the last bank I did work for, when we're breaking down the personas, a particular stakeholder kept on hammering that, see, I don't care much for the rest of y'all. She understand. I just want
Mm,
this thing to work well for my HNIs. Now HNIs, I think they are high net worth individuals. Yeah, high net worth individuals. I want Dagote, I want Tedola, all those allergies that come to the bank with Ghana must goes and lives with. You get the heavyweight individuals that
yeah,
have mad money, mad investment options, mad
yeah,
what. So we had to design, we had to create scenarios that actually catered for those people. And then, it became increasingly obvious to me that, like, these banks don't thrive on your 52 naira per transaction. They
hmm
don't fucking care. like, like we are the 80%, yeah, but we contribute
yeah,
20% of their baseline at every year. You get we contribute like 20%
yeah,
of their baseline every year. The real people, The real people that make these banks what they are, where they are the top 1% of the population. And they are the
Mm-hmm.
ones that control well more than 80 to 90%, 90% of the wealth of this economy. Those are the real customers. We are small fry. We are just attendants. We are just watching the bank grow. They are helping us to hold our money, our small 5K. Sure, you understand. That's why I
Yeah.
say so if you walk into a bank right now and you just walk into a bank right now, get angry and start threatening to shut down your account. At best, maybe customer care will just come and attend to you and they will quietly tell you to calm the fuck down. While softly reminding you that like we are here to serve you, but please note that you are not that rich. You
Access
no,
what you to me.
they will say it with words. They will say it like, look, see, you are broke. We've checked your balance. You are broke. Don't worry. They'll soon pay your salary.
But they actually check your balance.
Yes, now see this guy.
Yeah,
Because I know one woman, my mom was telling me that she went to the bank and she had been having issues with the bank and withdrawing her money.
mm-hmm.
And she got angry one day to go and resolve the issue. And started sparking for everybody that they just ignored the woman. That later on they just came to get her details. Guy, the bank manager came down to come and attend to her. The woman had over 10 million in her account
Mado.
that she had not touched for 5 years.
Mado.
Oh boy.
And they've not, and according to her, they've not given her any reasonable saving profit from it. And she has not touched that money in 5 years.
Mado.
The bank manager came down, invited her to her office.
Give up. Like, sure, you understand. As in, once they see that you are a high net worth individual like this, you have bad money, they'll pull all the stops. They'll ask you, say, excuse me, sir, excuse me, man, why are you angry? You know, you're
And
here. You use us however you like. Are we stupid? Yes, we agree, but keep your money with us.
for what Shaiwan said about the top 1% that actually have so much money that run these banks,
Yeah.
the truth is most of them usually, how will I put it? Like there are still so many people like that. They're actually still, funny enough, still on bank. One of my
Yeah.
friend joined a bank last 2 years. Was it last year? Yeah, last year in Oyo. Oyo is a very small town in Oyo State. And guy, so far, like she tells me that most of our customers are farmers. But guy, this guy is making 8 million, 10 million per month.
Mm-hmm.
And this was going to go to the bank. Like she literally had to walk up to them, open the account for them, go to their house, give them the account number, like serve them, serve them. This is not even sir, come to the bank and resolve the issue. They just call them, this, transfer this money to this person. They don't even stress themselves or all this, the money did not transfer. All this, it's us that is having 5K, 2K. There is to be calling customer care all the time. This one, they just go, they even go to the person's house, collect the money, take it to the bank, like that. And this is
Yeah.
and Oyo is a very, very small town. So that is an area where the fiscal banks will still have over digital banks. The fact that elderly people that actually have so much money trust people
Exactly.
based on relationships. So all those things, maybe your friends, you can really trace the person's family. So you say,
Yeah.
Momo, in the end. What am I even saying? Cancel that on this stream, please. That was an error. Yeah. So like all these things are actually based on relationships. That's why even the top 1% hardly goes to the bank. They have people that run it for them or organize all these things for them, and they are based on people they know from another person or something. That's why referrals is always very important, also even in business and the rest, because it's people that you know that you can refer to somebody else. The same thing in banking too. My dad will never use Carrywise. No offense. I really love their service. I use Carrywise, but my dad will never use Carrywise. One number one, you tell you that why his money just be sitting at one place. His body will be scratching him.
Okay, so wait, I'm looking at what's it called now? Yeah, I'm looking at Vbank. Yeah, turns out that it's owned by VFD Microfinance. It's an actual it's a microfinance bank, and I think I've seen that brand in passing a few times, but I don't know. I really another thing I
Okay,
know.
Let's say Vbank don't do for a while, though. Those guys have been
do
here.
you, do you know another thing that I find annoying with this VBank thing is
Mhm.
the fact that when they were getting their domain, there was already a domain that had vbank.com that is in US. Yes, that is in US.
No, no,
This
no,
vbank.com.
that's a stupid idea.
Like this vbank.com, they registered their domain. I'm checking their WhoIs records now, and they registered their domain in 1997. They've been using
Whoa.
vbank.com since 1997. And you are
Mhm.
starting a new startup and you went to name your own vbank.ng. I don't understand. How? Like, I don't get it. How will you register .ng when somebody has .com? And you're
Why?
trying to channel
Why are you
customers
happy?
to your
Why?
place.
Calm down, calm down, calm
It's
down.
annoying. I'm checking
No,
their records. They're even using Ugo host that we had the other day.
Sir,
around.
there
No
isn't
movement
who?
around.
There isn't who?
Yes, they're using Ugo host is a registrar for
Right.
their domain. I don't know about their hosting.
That's good. That's good for them. And we're not really there yet.
Guys, is there movement around town? Is there movement around town?
Sorry.
Is there
No.
movement around town?
I just come out from church, so I don't know. In my area, yes, just within the area. But my dad still they come out that one. You shall find way.
Okay.
One come out.
Me? No, I just asked.
Okay. So I mean, to be fair, also these products are microfinance banks now, and at best, there are a lot of small transactions. I think we're the target markets. To be fair, maybe when they become real banks or bigger banks, they can now go into like real banking, Congo. It does depend on what they want to do. Everybody has a target market. We do not expect
I beg
them to
no, I
have
beg
a
no vex. Waiting be the difference between microfinance bank and the normal bank.
one and
We
micro.
make us their target.
So I don't even.
Like
I
what special thing do they offer us?
What's better things do microfinance banks offer out? I don't know, but I know real bankings offer you stuff like investment portfolios and other shit like that. So all those high level stuff. Like for example, if you want to buy a house now for like 30 million, not be microfinance bank will help you pay now. You tell your bank, you tell your actual bank to help you do stuff like that. Do you get?
Okay,
So
so according to what I'm checking, they said microfinance bank is a banking service provided to the unemployed or low-income individuals
okay.
to
Like us,
give them an opportunity to be self-sufficient.
Basically,
like us.
microfinance banks for poor people.
People who broke, yes. But the issue is that they turned microfinance bank in Nigeria to bank that to provide to traders and people in the market.
I mean, that I knew it to be before. Like,
That's what I knew it to
that's
be.
how
That was all their branding.
oh, now, Bob, I think because of technology, right? A lot of people now partner with them. I mean, a lot of fintechs in payments partner with microfinance banks now because I mean
Partner with Providence Bank.
yeah, Providence Bank,
Providence
Providence
Microfinance.
Bank and the fintech bank now because most
All
of
the old microfinance bank just they look Providence and say, "Ha, God, I wish you can be like them."
those are the ones with the license and are willing to take the risk. You understand? I mean,
Yeah.
the small players, guys building fintech apps up and down, they don't have those licenses now. Licenses will be like 25 billion or a million. I can't remember again. It's bloody expensive. That's the point. You understand?
Yeah.
And these guys just provide their own. They provide themselves as a kind of structure for people to operate on. But like again, that being said, microfinance banks are for us at our level at the moment. I mean, transactions hardly fail with Kuda. I've never had that problem. Most of them just reverse it. Tell me, they just tell me, oh, we tried to send the money, it didn't go, we reverse it. And you don't have that. If you're using Access Bank, for instance, here your money fee hang. But someone was telling me something the other day that one of the reasons why we keep having those problems is because we're using savings bank, we're using savings account like it's current. And people who transfer on current hardly have such issues with transfers. But when you're using savings to transfer up and down, it's in the hang. I really have not tested
To
that
give
theory.
those guys priority, how much should they transfer? Now your small fee 5K or 20K or
Hey,
15K.
That 5K they do wonders. So.
I work for that money, no proclaiming. What's your problem?
I'm telling you.
But yeah, I think that's it. But in all, I've not used the Vbank products, so I really don't know.
I'm never going to use them
Now she just
because
said
the first place I saw Vbank was with Don Jazzy, and I'm confused how Don Jazzy will be promoting a bank.
oh
Then
wow.
apart from that, they're now doing giveaway with Don Jazzy. You
But you
drop
know,
your account number and they credit it.
Nigerians that what they do that if you want to promote a brand, instead of talking to the customers, you go and give celebrity cap and fan, not actually engaging with people. That's where Wise got it correct now. Wise is not doing that nonsense, to the best of my knowledge. Wise is
Yeah,
not
I don't think there are any ambassadors for Carrywise. No.
that's the point.
I
They don't
think they just started
see.
student partners last year. I think.
That a brand that cares about you communicates to you. I mean, I can put that up today and I know that I'll reply me with a joke or something. You get like there's that form of connection, no matter how trivial it seems. I'm not going to treat it as a brand ambassador who might later come and call me broke later on Twitter. Just saying, and I'm not paying or anything. I'm just saying that celebrities using celebrities to promote your brand instead of actually talking to people so you can grow your brand to meet their needs. I mean, it's old already by now.
Apart from even that, you kind of wonder waiting the celebrity get to do with anything. Our influencer marketing in Nigeria is shit.
What
Yeah, I
you
don't even do that.
Wait. Don't judge an user experience design now. Show na
It depends on the way you say it. I agree.
no jokes. No jokes. There's this
That's what I'm saying. That it depends on how you say it. We are all designing different experiences.
Wait, there's a company he co-founded, and so they have like the CEO, CTO, blah blah blah. So he's the user experience designer, something.
Are you serious?
So that doesn't going to drag it with Shaiwan like this, Mario.
I don't know. You see, people learn different things. I'm never going to say like it's not possible, but that's crazy. If you
I was shocked though.
so the last design shooter. What? We're adding to Asako Terry. What?
He's probably the richest designer.
Then look at it again. Vbank.com, they just bought 1 year domain.
They just bought just 1 year. How do you buy
They-
1 year?
I don't know. Maybe that's what they did, man. They registered on 1st of December 2019 and it's expiring 1st of December 2020. Very funny.
What do you want to do? You want to hijack it?
No, like it doesn't just make any sense. Like just pay 5 years and just close your eye.
They go find them.
They have Don Jazzy.
They say they have done jazzy.
Yeah, but that is not going to do it free.
Again,
Yeah, they follow me.
maybe I'm just going to assume I don't know enough about how brand and marketing works because maybe someday somebody's going to explain to me why
I'm going to buy it.
why we keep using
Ambassador and celebrities.
For example,
No. For the part of influencer marketing, I have no issues with it. My only issue is you should align your product with like all our influencers most of the influencers in India just do shit. Like they practically do the same thing with no channeling, nothing. They have no niche, nothing. Anything goes.
did anybody ever buy glue because it was it David? I thought the more celebrity that glue had as an ambassador.
Why would I buy glue? I will never buy glue because of a celebrity. I'll buy glue because I don't know. That's a promise.
Focus on yourself. Shasha, I don't know. People operate their business the way they want to operate it at the end of the day. You're not going to take it up.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
They will be fine after Don Jazzy has used them to do Corona money rebate. They will be fine after.
It's possible that he has investments in this company.
Another angle. Yeah, because the vbank.ng, they said person have registered the domain Chike easy. He did not even hide he did not do hide this thing. Very nice.
And that's why I will not put my money there because there's an attitude of nonchalance to how they are doing.
I'm telling you, like companies, I think to even buy the domain details idea is like 1.5 per year. and I'm seeing the person that registered the domain, and I'm seeing his phone number, and I'm seeing his email address, his Yahoo mail. So I'm
Alaye,
like, no offense, so like I'm just doing this because I know something like this, and all these things piss me off.
But you pay like $6 or something to hide that old stuff now. You can't
Like
hide
I'm
it.
saying, guy, I want fight for Google host. They now bought domain 3,900, and they got hosting and they are doing bank. They will be fine.
It's just the whole attitude that is, oh, they could be right. Who is next? I beg. The thing that piss me off. Who is next?
Airtel has Airtel TV app.
The design looks nice, yeah. They're not. It's not bad. I like their website. Except say when you scroll, the menu button is still white, and the developer will blame. I can't see those things. Well, the sticky menu, everything is still white. It's supposed to be black. Yeah, that should be fixed.
You can't even see where you are. Sef.
Like you get, so they should make it black.
And then there's a side menu too.
Why do you not have two menus now? Who you offend?
Menus too.
They are giving you options. They are giving you options. Options is good. They read it in one of all these UX journals. I have to give your users options.
On video, my one self-taught UX designer.
so wait. So I noticed something. I noticed something about the app because I'm using the app right now, and
You
there's
see,
no.
where's the account number? Let media
Omo,
transfer money for you.
Mudia, man, you got to turn off for me. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, media for testing purposes. Let's test if the account number is working. Media don't
I
need to.
send money to it now.
Yeah, wait. I'm going to call I'm going to call the account number now. So it should
I can send from any bank.
No. It's better they don't test it across African countries.
Okay.
My question is, can I send from my bank?
Alaye sent from Nigerian bank first.
Apart from my bank, I don't have any Nigerian banks at the moment.
Yeah.
Wow, you closed all your accounts, or it's only Kuria Bank you have?
No, it's not that I closed it. My USSD, I don't have, for example, my GTB, I've never been able to log in, so I don't bother. My Access Bank, they misbehave, so I just use Kuda. Most of my money is not in Kuda.
I dedicated one work day. I went to all the banks and resolved my issues. I logged into all the applications. They are mad. Cannot be. Like I dedicated I went to like 4 banks that day. All of them. I went to Sky Bank. I say close down the account. They say they will do it. Up to now, every month I'll receive 40 kobo.
Should I download the Vbank? Let's see.
Yeah.
Should I download it?
To transfer money to me or to
What do you want to test exactly?
how possible it is to load money into my account.
Yeah,
Because
I don't they want me. Obviously, if I send money to enter.
We never can be so sure they are using Google. Who knows what somebody will see.
I have to send it manually. I can't load money from any channel. I can't send money. I can't. So you know how like Get Better has this thing where you can load money from your card or you can transfer something. That feature is not here. There's no.
I don't understand. How do you know want to get money in the account?
Hope by hopefully sending money from one end of the universe straight into your account. That's the only thing I can think of right now.
Share your screen on Vbank. Let me see.
I can't. That's the thing. I can't share my screen. I don't know why I'm unable to share my screen right now. But even on what's it called?
Does it not have a load money option?
There is no load money option. Like I wish you could. Let me see if I can. I wish you could see it.
That's just bad UX. For example, my problem with you.
Hey, who goes hosting?
I can't you from here because
Media, this is not bad UX. This is downright disgusting UX.
No, they are still working on it. The app they never launched. They never do proper launch.
How is the app been on the store? Let me even check.
I make one give away, make unload the money for it.
You have a point. Maybe Don Jazzy could maybe he could do like a proper giveaway, and you only do giveaway to VFD account. That is one way to drive downloads. which is good. That's all you be driving downloads. You're not driving transactions. You're not driving usage. Nothing.
But driving downloads is risky because you end up having so high metrics for download and you have nothing for engagement.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you're driving downloads. You're not driving transactions.
Even normal apps that even work normally safe. By the time they launch the first week, they're having high number of downloads, but they are still struggling to maintain engagement. Because of you that you said you don't want engagement on the first day. Very good.
Okay, so I'm looking at
fine with their those things.
I'm looking at their version history logs on App Store. Apparently, they launched 7 months ago, and nobody.
7 months, and the just bought domain. Nice.
Guy, calm down now.
Yeah, yeah.
No, see, I was really pissed that I could see the person's name that bought the domain, and I could see his phone number. Like
yeah, Shaiwan, I understand why you're saying, "Oh, calm down," but you still don't get it. It's the attitude that's annoying. It's not the like
those little things.
Okay, for example, Shaiwan, if all these issues you identified was recovery wise, you can put your 2.5 million inside it.
No, where they see the person will get the real register the domain.
So that's the point. You're not gonna put your money inside there.
Okay, so let me read the comments from. I'm looking at the comment section from. I'm looking at the live chat comments. Wale is saying, I don't know who was talking about doctors. We spoke about doctors. No idea. But Wale is saying, with Vbank's aggressive marketing and Don Jazzy factor, don't you think they've acquired more users than Carrywise? At least triple. I don't know. Is it triple percentage?
Current download
might end up being regular user. Not everyone will be like Carrywise. I disagree.
See. What Carrywise is doing is
Go on.
It has a human strategy to it. It has a human feel to it. Celebrities, I don't know who told people, celebrities not giving a human feel. It gives you a when I reach there and I put my money feel. Do you get? How many people have Jazzy? Where is the connection? How do you connect with the brand when you do on Jazzy? Do you understand? I mean, in today's modern times, right? Most of us are like branding ourselves in quotes. We are like brands. We communicate with people. You are muted, Leslie. We communicate with people.
I'm not.
Okay, we communicate to people. We reach out. We reply. There's this response. There's a human filter. Oh no! Oh, if I do that Leslie and Leslie follow talk. If I follow Shaiwan talk, whether not design, whether not part, I can talk to him. The same feel we get with Carrywise. Carrywise has a human touch to it. Vbank is doing the same old bullshit where you are just having a very reach for the skies kind of thought. Like, why is Don Jazzy an ambassador? Why are they? I think I saw the Instagram party the other day. It was maybe like 2,000 viewers. But I mean, it's not. There's really nothing to it. It's not organic. It just really seems like, oh, they pay this guy off to try to acquire us, and there's no trust anymore. I mean,
yeah. Apart from that, the people are only rallying around the Jazzy for this thing just because it's also sharing money. And they are dropping their VB account number. That is the thing.
So I just feel
who want money now. Please come and do giveaway, Mudia, Leslie, Shaiwan.
Hey, no, they come
and do giveaway.
I don't do things. But the point is
you don't do such things.
Brand should learn to connect with the people and not just copy and paste old styles of marketing. I remember that time when I was doing shirts in school, and guys like, if one more the shirt blue, more go get some celebrities, more find popular girls, give the shirt me wear around. I'm like, but that doesn't make any sense. I should make shirts for free.
Oh, okay. This one is slow.
That's slow. I should make shirts for free so that people can buy my shirt. It made no sense to me. Do you understand? I mean, find out to connect better with people than to say, no, let's give all the fine girls or popular girls in school the shirts and people come and buy from us. I don't know.
Even on
my marketing is poor, but show me a marketing book that supports that kind of weird ass.
No, that one it's actually possible. So that you don't just go around giving any popular person and don't just go around giving any person that's not invested into what his brand is all about. So because you have plenty of followers does not mean you actually have an influence on the followers you have. You get 15K followers, but you struggle for 100 likes. Oh, get the fuck, man.
Mhm.
So like there's, there's just so on the part of influencer marketing, like I said, our influencers in Nigeria, they're not niched. They are still, most of them are just all around the place looking for 5K or 10K. Just have plenty followers from follow and a couple of other things. Apart from that, sorry to say, it's just a
So
sorry case.
they will be fine.
They'll be fine, of course.
See,
They'll be fine.
Cowboys is not perfect when they started. So people grow. People grow.
No, Carry Wise,
You say carry wise does not.
They were not perfect when they started now. They were not this cool when they started now.
but they had a
Mm-mm.
value proposition.
Yeah, there's that also.
Yeah, and they had
Plus,
intentionality in what they were doing.
and most importantly, they had a good product.
Yeah, from day one actually.
From day one, they had a good product.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Yep.
Wale is still on this. He's like, let's be honest, almost all Nigerians don't care whether or not the host and who will host. That's it, marketing, guys. Not every marketing strategy has to be carry wise. This carry wise won't tell you their real numbers. Of course, like nobody's going to tell you their real numbers, to be honest. But then again,
The only reason why I'm saying Shegun, the only reason why I'm saying Ugu host here is not because I have anything against them. I use Ugu host. I'm just against the fact that
have faith.
little things like not hiding your who bought the domain, I just think is off and not too much for a brand to get. I know people that just have small companies, but you can't check who hosted the domain. I just feel it's little like that is not even so big. Even people personally say buy domains and they hide who bought the domain. Like, and this is only because I know this thing. My dad does not care. Does my dad even know that he can check? Does he know what domain is? What am I saying? He does not know. He just know he's going to facebook.com, but he does not know it's called a domain, or he does not know how it works. So this is just my own part of saying, okay, before I use a product with the knowledge I have, these are the things I check. These are the things I look out for.
Mhm.
So it's different for everybody. And the part of Don Jazzy, like see, at the end of the day, Don Jazzy cannot keep on working with, even if he decides to even work with these people forever, because he opened a Vbank account. Like an average Nigeria already has like two account number before the age of 22. And this is unproven statistics, please. I'm just saying it because all of us have different networks. So I'm sure all of us have different banks at the end of the day too. So
Mhm.
if all of us have at least two account numbers before the age of, let's say, 25, because of frustration, a new bank coming to play in the game will not easily sway you from moving your money across different places. Giveaway can make you open an account with somebody with a service or a product, quite all
Yeah.
right. But that does not mean the giveaway will make you stay. And if there's no difference between what you already use and the people that started giveaway, you actually leave. So once you see that the same thing that the bank is doing, the same thing that your Access Bank that is giving you Wala now is doing, you prefer to stay on Access Bank that you know how their Wala is
Yeah.
than now going to VBank.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and it's value proposition. And to me, they are not going, from what I've seen, they are not going to give you anything different from your normal traditional banks. So why move
Do they have a physical location?
if I hear? I don't know. I'm just saying.
So I think like um I get where Wale is coming from, but at the end of the day, this thing is not black and white, right? Because however you see it, their customers are mixed, or their potential customers are mixed, and they all have different characteristics, behaviors, experiences, and all that. So um I get where Mudia is coming from too. Using a celeb would kind of create this perception that this product is for the big boys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Big boys now.
like if until today I did not know what VBank, or I did not know if VBank existed, right? Even if I saw the advert, like I wouldn't be moved. Like I know, aside music, I'm not sure any other thing connects me and Don Jazzy. Aside the fact that I like his songs, I like his
It's
people.
product.
You understand? It's production. I don't think there's any other thing that connects me to Don Jazzy, right? But if your product comes out and okay, say if your product comes out and I see somebody who is still in my level use your product, like I can consider that okay, this person is using my product. This person who is in the same level as I am is using this product, so it means that okay, I mean it's probably also good that I use this product. If you bring the product on the basis of giveaway, after you send the money to me, if I no come fit comot the money for the account nko,
Waiting again.
wetin I
Apart
do?
from even that, what
What's the
Shaiwan said was actually the invention of what started micro influencers. People that had not so many followers, but they actually had influence. So people don't look at it, they were sold to maybe 2,000 followers, 3,000 followers. So these people had genuine interactions with their followers, but they didn't have so much numbers. And micro influencing became a thing. So
Mhm.
people don't want to be sold to at the end of the day. My father,
like
my father,
do
imagine my father seeing the band or maybe Sonny Ade. Let me even go back to his age. Sonny Ade
Oh,
advertising for GT Bank. That thing, that shit will not be my father, please.
say like
My father will not be moved.
My parents may end up not even trusting the bank.
All see, all they just do, see, even this advert, if you even check it down, all these things just do is maybe brand awareness and a little bit of trust. Like my father sees Airtel advert on the television, but it's like this Airtel is and let's see the advert. Yeah, why was Saka? Maybe MTN advert, the one of Saka. I forgot the name of the advert. The one that Saka was dancing.
When,
Maybe
when,
why was Saka? Why was Saka? And no matter it has finished there. But
Chidera,
Saka will not move my dad to recharge him on his MTN. He just wants to make calls.
Chidera, how
You
far?
say?
Chidera is on this podcast. Not said anything. I just realized.
She's just quiet.
Chidera is
there are
R-rated.
no.
We know the right names of noisemaker.
I need noise oh.
Chidera, oh.
The entire purpose of this the entire purpose of this of rated R is to make as much noise as possible. Like you have to say something there. Come on. Or
Chidera.
is it is it network? Is network a problem?
She just being muted. Hey, Jesus. You have chased highway. This is misogyny. You put
It's when Moody had joined that she kept quiet.
Ah. Okay.
No. Okay. Oh, she has unmuted.
Oh, huh.
Let's allow her talk.
Hi guys.
Where you go, sir?
Hi.
Yeah, I didn't know I was muted. I was just listening.
Wow.
Please, you're not listening. You have to talk.
I say something.
We
Say
don't have
something.
to mute our mic, just talk.
Okay. You guys are done with the Vbank, right? Are we
We are
still on it?
done. We are hoping
Yeah,
to be
but
done. What's
They are
that?
just giving takes. They are still on takes. What do you have to say on Vbank?
Uh, it won't sell. I'm sorry, but it would not sell on any scale at all.
That one,
They have done just you. Uh,
that one.
Who is Don Jazzy? Like, no, wait, we know Don Jazzy, but I don't think Don Jazzy in the picture is enough to sell the market. You get?
they are giving
Yeah,
you
that's
also.
that's. We will only collect the money now. It's the same
I'm
thing.
telling you.
Collect the money and then we'll keep our money where we are keeping it before.
We
self
Is that we keep our we're keeping it before?
I'm telling you.
Why?
mad. Like
Carry on, Jerry.
everything in one sentence. We take the money from giveaway And where we used to
And
put
transfer it to Access Bank.
when the money enters my Vbank, my vagina bank, or my
I swear.
I don't even know. Once the money enters Vbank, or the virtual God, what the fuck is that name? Really, like the more I think about it, that's a shit. But really, once the money enters my Vbank, I just okay send to carry white, send to get back so I can spend it on my gaming, on my Call of Duty in-game purchases, and I'll fucking move on. I have no reason. Like there is no reason for me to keep Vbank on my tablet or on my phone. There is no reason. I have wallets. I have data. I have carry.
I don't use butter again.
Omo, they try you.
And there's
Like
Kuda.
I have GT Bank. I have okay. My Providus. My Providus is actually on the web. I think that's basically that what my can from what I can even I have Kuda. I have Kuda Bank, and I've been using Kuda Bank for the past 4 or 5 months for all my transactions. Many months ago, I misplaced my GT Bank card. So I just basically switched to Kuda. I got their card and I've been using their card for all my transactions. You get so you now coming on with your big chest and with your dumb jazzy and with his walking stick, and you now believe that because dumb
And
jazzy
DJ left you. Nobody, 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 nobody.
you are wicked, you are fucking
Oh my
wicked.
goodness.
So you believe that Don Jazzy will just come up with like, hello baby, baby, my baby. Nobody gives a fuck.
We didn't use the bank here. Eh?
Flying fuck is crazy. No, I do not want like you're not giving me anything new. You're not giving me anything unique. And oh, well still, I can't even load my account unless someone sends me money. Did you people think this shit is true? I can't
They,
myself. I can't send money to my like I have to send money to myself from another account. I can't load money from a card. I can't load money from USSD. I can't load money from QR. There are no payment options.
I don't understand the product. I don't understand how people- what? See, it's people that have money to burn, sha. I don't. So, one of the biggest problem with products in Nigeria is it is obvious that there's no research, there's no intentionality. The bulk of them does the job enter.
Cardless withdrawal. I beg who don't use cardless withdrawal before for here?
me.
How many
How did
times?
it go?
Okay, so
I've used it twice.
Twice. Why?
Yeah. I
Why?
forget. I went to ATM and without my ATM card.
was it 736 or
I
58?
used yeah. I've used 737 and I've used the one from Access Bank.
I've never used that thing. I don't know.
So
I've
if,
used GT Bank's own and Access
if
Bank.
you can use cardless,
Hi,
why
sorry,
do
what was your
other banks-
experience? What was your experience?
Regardless.
Okay.
Yeah, was it
So,
seamless enough?
yes, actually seamless enough. Like so you just have to go to 737. It was 737 I used. Um, Tell them how much you want to withdraw. The amount. Sorry, the amount you pay or pin. They now send you a code. When you go to the ATM card, you press any key to activate cardless withdrawal. You put the code that they send to you. Your money comes out.
Oh wow.
Okay.
But they charge you 15 naira, sha.
For it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you prefer going with your card.
No, actually don't care. The 15 naira, 65 naira, 25 naira, I don't even care about those things. Just give me the money I want for it.
I mean,
You
if
get
you forgot your card, the 15 naira would not bother you.
Would not bother you. But I'm saying that, so you said you
Yeah,
have done
yeah.
it
If I forgot my
twice.
card, I would do 15 naira will not be an issue.
So you've only done it twice. So I'm asking why only twice? If it is that seamless. I mean, if it works for me, I hate carrying my card, especially because of police wahala. I would
Oh,
like
I don't even carry. Yeah,
house
yeah, in Lagos. I don't even like carrying cash around. So most
see, I
times I usually spend.
carry card around and I
card
do not.
or not cash.
I know card, and that's what I'm saying.
On
Like
my
you have
internet transactions. Then I have maybe 10% of my expenditure for the month on maybe cash withdrawals alone.
yeah.
So I usually don't carry so much cash. Most times if I need cash, I just meet my mom and transfer to her. So,
Who is
I
familiar with
hardly use the ATM card, ATM machine.
Paycode?
Pay code.
Yeah.
They are one of the guys too that is doing the cardless withdrawal. But I don't
Yeah.
really know much about them.
So Paycode is a tech from is basically tech from InterSwitch, yeah, and I think they sold tech to most banks so that they could actually implement their cardless withdrawal features.
Let's see, is pay code an interswitch service?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
My interswitch is big, oh, mad. Oh.
Uh guy,
Are they other African countries? Though?
guy. As at the time I was there, like they said, their marketing budget was 2 billion. Those guys do not fuck around.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Their marketing budget was to not fuck around at all. If they say they want to do it, they will fucking do it. They want to buy you out, just quietly set a very nice price and sell.
Yeah, my child
because, because they have the money to market you and they will do it. Sure, you get. The reason why I left that was because they had at some point I felt that they had stopped innovating, sure, you understand, and they were more interested in baseline profits and numbers and shit like that. That was why that was why I left. But I won't lie, those guys are very efficient.
sir. People,
Yeah.
why we don't use their? Then again, I don't know that Paystack connects to them, but why we not they use their like on the fly? If I'm building an e-commerce service, we don't use Paystack or maybe some other service, right? But nobody
Yeah.
people don't use any documentation. People don't jump in using that to using like that Paystack or Flutter way. Right. So then I thought, I'm like, oh, why don't you use like what's the problem with internet? Like, the communication is just hard to navigate. That is terrible.
That's
So,
true. That's very true. But then again, Interswitch doesn't make money from those guys, to be honest.
Interswitch is B2B now, mostly.
yeah,
Interswitch
Yeah.
is free to fucking FG. For the
Follow the money.
And that's some period.
Get out here.
Do you know the amount of money, God Almighty? See, if at any time you are ever privileged to enter TechQuest is InterSwitch's development army, because that's the only way to describe it. Because while other teams are busy having teams or development teams of 10, 15, 20, maybe 30, 40, 50, at Team Up, we have like a dev team of close to 100 or thereabouts. Yeah. At InterSwitch, I don't know about now. As at the time I left, they had a staff strength of about 600. Half of that was
Guy, my friend works in Interswitch and he says that the place looks like call center, but all of them are developers.
I'm telling you. You can't. Oh God, man, that thing every time because for you to be developing products at that scale, you need an army.
Yep.
And I still believe that they are even understaffed as they are. They are still understaffed because
They are almost always hiring. Like I've never seen them stop hiring.
They're always hiring. So you'd expect that at least there's some level of stability with the products that they have. You understand, and there's some level of efficiency with some of the products that they have. If only that was the truth. Well, it's not.
It's not. So I went to, I think last month or so. I went to see Praise. So I lost my card, so I needed to withdraw.
Wait,
Right.
Praise is at InterSwitch.
So she's still at InterSwitch.
Ah, nice.
So she was like, use that, is it pay something? And I'm like, what's
Code.
that? Pay code. What was that? She explained. We downloaded. We spent over 30 to 45 minutes trying to make that shit work. Work. Last I just sent to her account. She went with her ATM and we withdrew. You're just saying, oh, InterSwitch will disgrace you.
Let me share my Paycode experience. So there was during my time at InterSwitch, there was a period where I didn't have my card with me, and it took me a while before I could even go and get my card back. So for like 2 3 months, I was using PayCode for all my card withdrawals, and it did not fail me. The only reason why PayCode failed me the few times it did was because the ATMs I was using did not support the cardless withdrawal features. But most
Yes, many ATMs have
Oh,
that issue.
sure you understand. But most of the other ATMs I used actually supported cardless features allowed me to withdraw money without
Yeah,
charge.
another quick question. Why don't we do, or why do we have few automated machines that do deposit? I've only used it once and
Yeah,
Ah,
seen it twice.
use it
I
just once.
think Simon, you can start sharing your screen now, Sha. I think
Okay.
it uh, I think depositing money is a lot more technical than withdrawing money.
Yeah,
Sorry?
okay.
And at
yeah.
an ATM level.
Say that again, sorry.
I say I think depositing money is a lot more technical than withdrawing money at an ATM
How?
level.
How? Explain.
To be
Okay,
honest,
so when I use the ATM
mm-hmm,
to deposit money, I put in my notes and it counted it, and it took a while to count it. And I'm sure why it took a while to count it was figuring out which denomination and how many. But after counting it, he returned some notes back and told me that he could not figure out what that notes were. So I had to reshuffle the notes on my hand, just change their positions, and I put it back. But after trying for like 3 times, it did
mm-hmm,
not collect one because that one note had issues. I think there was a little tape at one corner, and it was torn a little bit, so it did
mm-hmm.
not collect that money. But he now counted the many ones and just told me that this is how much it is and which bank do I want to transfer it to.
So, in your opinion, do you think that is good UX?
Our note is crazy. Our Nigerian Naira note is crazy. That is number one. So we cannot
Me, I
solve
just feel they
having
are
good
not ready
notes.
for it. It's not even about the notes. I
So
think
did
a lot of technical work has to be put into the ATM receiving money. It's not just about the notes.
actually I agree with you. They are not ready. When they are ready, they will face it. And again, most Nigerians will not buy the idea yet. It's just like the traditional banks and the fintech, the new fintech apps. Or telling my father GT Bank versus Cowrywise. So it's
uh,
just the same way. And my father too, we never used the deposit ATM card, ATM machine. And the only reason why I used deposit machine was because it was 10K. So I
You and
carried
this your father, Sha.
Hello.
old
Quick one.
fashioned.
Hello. Shaiwan, you mentioned something about collecting cash and depositing cash. So I work on a project that has something to do with cash collection and the whole thing. Up to now, I worked on it like last year, June. Yeah. Up to now, that project has not launched. The reason is every cash receipt has a year of printing and there are security features embedded in it on every naira. And every cash has a version. There's like a versioning every year.
Okay.
So,
Better testing.
you have to for a machine to be able to recognize cash, like you have to teach the machine. So what they are doing like for like 4 months now is they went to the central bank, get different cash for like years. So they are using it to teach them. So sometimes if you like when I saw some of those things, like I never knew about that. And then you also have to teach the machine how to recognize fake denomination. And like all these guys that do fake denomination, they're also upgrading daily. So the machine have to always be one step ahead. So there are chances that you have a legit cache, but maybe the machine does not understand the versioning as at that time. It will reject your cache.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very,
That
very
I
interesting.
worked on the project since June. That project I told you about. I finished the whole design. The whole machine is available, but they are still testing the cache. So that's why that can only work.
quick one. Agency bank like your OP. Maybe you can give them cash money to your account.
So come again.
Agency bank like OP. Maybe you can give them cash money to your account.
Yeah.
And then now the solution with that now. Talking about okay, I just remember when I was talking to my mom about 3 days ago. I was talking about parents and not trusting tech. And I was like, mom, how far now? She like just send me pictures. She was outside. And I said, oh, the she was on the line. She also gets some cash from GT Bank or no, not GT Bank. I think it's First Bank. I know she left in. So I'm like, what happened? They paid salary, but they say 9, and they just got to, they've not gotten to number 100, and she's number 194 or something. I'm like, what? I just go
Oh
to her.
boy.
I said, look for OP around now. You have a card? She said, yes. Or I think she said yes. You have a card, and they just go there and collect the money. Yeah, and like just tell them that you want to collect money. You can put the card in the machine, and put your password, and the rest. She said, nope. And I could feel her no from there. Said no, that she was not playing with our money, especially in student environment, that she will stay on the line. That's salary account. Like with all the tech, I tech. Like I'm the person they call when they trust, like they trust for tech and everything. But when it comes to money,
See, on the ATM card, my mom collected her first ATM card in 2018.
hmm,
I'm serious.
Oh wow. Are you serious?
Guy, I'm very
Wow.
serious. My mom has like 2 business corporate accounts and 2 personal accounts, and she collected her first ATM card
so question:
2018.
like financial technology in Nigeria has not found a way to get people to trust them. Because now we trust them. We have a high degree of faith in them. But that's why I asked Shawan that question. That does he know how Power really works, or was it faith he had? It's like we trust easily when it comes to our finances, right? But
Mm.
people do not trust easily. Do you think there's a reason why that happens?
I think like some of these things also has to do with convenience. One of the reasons why I use transfers a lot or mobile banking a lot is just because it affords me the ability to to be to be flexible. I can do other things instead of going to the bank. My mom wants to transfer 2 million naira to buy something. She goes to the bank with her checkbook and withdraws them and sends it in the bank. She doesn't do the other day she brought out, she said that let us try our online banking account. She brought out our token. Our token was in the same pack that they gave her almost 1 year now. She has not opened it from the same pack. On her phone, she doesn't even use any banking app. The only app there that I know she uses frequently is Facebook and WhatsApp.
My mom actually uses USSD.
She
That's
was
the
complaining
I don't know how I don't know how she trusts it.
of course, yeah, she uses USSD for only recharge card. For only recharge card. For only recharge card.
So
Like she was even complaining that 750 MB is finishing in 3 weeks. That what is happening? I was like, you guys sit
eh?
down. What is that? Guy, I'm
750
serious.
MB.
Guy, I was going to tell you that I did 90 gig. I mean, I'm still complaining because I'm still doing more. So if it's
So
the elderly people, I feel there's the issue of trust,
convenience. Yes.
then
Security.
flexibility. Yes, they actually can remove their comfort for them to be more um, assured that that service will go through. So if you tell
Yeah.
them, they believe that going to the bank physically will actually get the transaction done faster than transferring it
Yeah.
on your mobile phone,
And
Yeah.
with less
even if they're going to
friction,
be
less
stressed.
issues.
Yeah.
I agree with that actually. Then there's this, when experiences too and stories that they hear scare them because of recent my dad's phone was stolen, right? And then he called me. The first thing he did was call me and say, please block all my banking apps. And I'm like, okay, I know you work for bank. Why would you have how do you want me to do that? Right? And he goes, oh, my phone was stolen and I don't want them to have access to my stuff and that. And I said, your phone is passworded. He said, yes. I said, okay, first of all, that's like one layer of security. And all your apps, you have to put in a password to log it. He goes, yes. I said, okay, then you don't have issues. The only thing that I would advise you to do is to block your phone number until you retrieve your line. Because from my experience, when my phone was stolen in Lagos, those guys actually made transactions with my SIM, like using USSD. So I just told him that
How
Go
did they
block.
how did they guess your transfer pin or something?
Yeah, so so they just tried like different bank codes and they tried recharging. So whichever one works, then they just use it to start
We,
recharging
yeah,
more. You understand? So I just told him to
you
block
just
his
transfer the
line.
recharge card.
Exactly, sell the recharge card.
Don't give me pin before you can do the charge card.
No, if
Don't
it's
you?
for your own
No,
personal
no,
line,
you don't have to put it.
Huh? GC
You
Bank,
don't.
GC Bank let you makes you put pin now.
If
if
Yeah.
it's
you
your
do star seven
personal
three
phone
seven star
number,
500 hash, you don't poop in. No.
you
Ah.
not put pin. No. If it's your personal phone number, you won't put pin.
No, no.
It's very, yeah.
When you are selling to other phone numbers, that's what I'm asking.
They will
No,
not send to
no.
other phone numbers. They will recharge on your own
They
line.
stole my phone. They are with my SIM. I've not welcomed back. So they kept recharging my SIM.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Wow.
they
Do
will
you
transfer
understand?
the
Then they
airtime.
will transfer the airtime to another SIM.
Mad, oh.
Or
So that's
IS,
how
they use
like
it to buy data and transfer it to another
exactly
person.
and transfer it to another SIM. So a colleague of mine recently had issues, had like they stole his phone and they were able to get into his app and make transfers.
Wow.
And
Wow.
when he was telling me, I was like, no, no, this is impossible. Like, it's not possible at all for them to, unless you told them your password, it's not possible. He was arguing. I said, oh, God, chill. Wait. They actually logged into your app and they made a transfer. And he goes, oh, no, that he got debit alerts. They purchased stuff online and they paid with his um with his account, like with his account details. And I asked him, was your ATM like among the things that was taken? He says no. And I'm trying to figure out like
I'm
how
telling you.
No, I think that's possible too.
how I
Like
was seriously trying to
if I
figure
want
it
to get
out.
something from Jumia, for example, I don't need my card. If I already put my card in it, I'll just use the OTP. And since I have the phone with me, I can easily get the OTP and input in the app. I think that's done.
But you need to have access to my Jumia account if my card is saved on
No,
Jumia.
she's saying that if you have your Jumia app on your phone and you've already saved your card.
Yeah, and
Oh,
everything is in. Same thing with
yeah,
Bolt and the rest
you
of them.
All right. So
have to
if
save
you
yours
are
via
able to come out with
Jumia.
the card.
You said?
I said I go come out with my card now.
So I mean, guys, like I've had these experiences over and over. There was also an uncle of mine whose phone was stolen, and they got about 200K. So he called me and he was complaining, and he was like, "How possible like is that for them to have access to his account?" Like he didn't understand because I mean his banking apps were there, like, and he did not give them his PIN and all that. So I have to now explain to him that they did they do not necessarily have to have access to your bank app. They can actually just recharge like on your line
So
and
something
then
like this now is actually for misinformation
so it's
of
part of the
different
reason why
channels.
some of those our people do not trust. So they try to minimize the risk as much as
Yeah,
possible. So they
by
don't
using
want
less
bank apps.
technology.
They don't want. So they prefer to just go to the bank. My checkbook. I don't say my checkbook. Nobody fee hack am. Nobody
I don't
fee
even get checkbook
you
safe.
understand, use password. Guy,
How much you get? How much you get? So you want to get textbook? Please.
What do you mean? I can still go to my bank and they give me checkbook
They want to
for
give
my
you
5K.
send 5K.
But I actually never even needed it. Maybe I didn't even go to the bank in the first place. So there was also another example. My mom. So one of these catfish accounts on Facebook said that people should drop their account number and you transfer them 2K for food. And my mom saw one of her sister drop her account number on the post. So you see all this thing that your friend commented on this post, something like that. So she saw it, then she now went to my room. Like she literally ran, barged in. See me, what can we do? What can we do? And this my sister sent her account number. I'm like, they cannot withdraw your money by just having your account number now. What is this? She was like, are you sure? She sent her account number and her name. I was like, mommy, it's just like I think you are sending your account number to somebody else to send you money now. Somebody cannot withdraw money from it. And Fam, she was very, very serious. She was still leaving the room and she was like, Simeon, she'll show by you. And I was like, how do you transfer money from somebody's account with his account number? Only his account number. So there's so much misinformation, or I'll not really call it misinformation. So much to do with literacy when it comes to banking and technology, especially for elderly people that did not really grow up with technology per se.
Yeah.
So like my junior brother now, my junior brother plays with my phone, he plays with my laptop. So when he grows up, it's easier when he's growing older and he gets a phone, it's easier for him to get a bank app because he see me use a bank app and I'm fine. Than for my father, see me using carry wise, like, what is that one? So it's just there's just so many things involved, and trust me, literacy is not something that. But at least the elderly ones actually, they've actually, should I say, incorporated the USSD code transactions into what they do compared
Yeah.
to compared to other services. And if you listen to, there's a podcast Paystar did with one of the GT Bank guys, I don't know his name, on how they started 737, on how they started 737, on how they went through different iterations, on how to make it, how to get the unbanked. And you like, it was really, really awesome. Then I now heard that GT Bank was not even the first bank that did USSD. That first bank was the first bank that did USSD.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it before GT Bank, but First Bank, of course, we know that first does not mean you're first.
You don't cast. At the end of the day, this is not black and white, so I mean,
Yeah, it's actually not black and white.
it's not black and white.
Then imagine Vbank now trying to convince my father that he should open an account. My father literally has like almost 7 accounts presently, different places, different bank. Now tell him to open another
Farm,
account.
farm.
No,
Spending.
no, now like I am spending, son. that don't mean say me I'm spending. Guy, Moody, how many Nigerian accounts you get? Abandoned or not abandoned?
So, my Wema, the reason I activated my Wema was because they paid me my ITF money from my ITF 20 years ago. So I go open and collect the money. But I left Wema because I remember one day I go to the bank to collect money and look at money was finished. It's not in Wema, so not in total, bank total. So I don't have GTB and then access got NYSC. GTB is because they came to my school to open, and they're just like, hey, why not? So it's
So that means you have four.
when my access GTB then Kuda.
That is four. You see? You see, are spending.
No,
I have
Madness,
Skybank.
madness,
I have Skybank because
madness.
I don't reach 1 million.
for it not even say 100,000 or 200,000, that is a good sign. So my own is I have Skybank or Polaris. When you were Skybank, that was the first bank I opened. I think at 17 years old. That was because
See people with this money
the
early.
bank was in my university. After that, one, I opened GT Bank because of Start 737. GT Bank, I think that was when they were doing that GT Create student account. Oh, that thing was so mad. I opened it that time. Which one again? Access because of NYSC. After that, NYSC and banks partnership is a scam in the country. Access because of NYSC. And I have UBA. I just opened UBA because
This
of
guy,
corporate account.
he vex so.
Then also there's this alert, yes, alert account. That their account ATM is just in my cupboard doing nothing. So that is 5. Yeah. So like an average Nigerian has to no, I don't have Kuda.
Okay.
So that's the first time I'm hearing anybody mention UBA. Makes me wonder. Okay, what's your criteria for opening an account
Oh,
in
the
bank?
UBA was
Because
because
from what I've heard, it's like GT Bank. GT Bank is like famous, right? And then Access Bank. Where are the other banks? What are they not doing right?
I don't have GT Bank
So
account. Oh.
Jesus, wow.
Oh,
So I
I
have a
don't have
good.
UBA.
So
I don't
most
have UBA account.
I have are mostly salary accounts.
And Access Bank
The,
is the
I
which
have
is
First Bank and Access Bank.
now you
the
know.
reason I have a UBA account, or the reason I opened an account in UBA was a company account, and that was because my friend works there. So I'd not
My
go to the
phone
bank
have
to
to
open
close
it at
at
all.
you my mama
You,
shop.
you know what? You know what?
Salary
Stress
account,
yourself.
I didn't want to stress myself, so I just messaged her if I want to open an account. She said, okay, I should send all these things. I sent my passport, ID card, corporate registration, everything, by everything to her mail, and she just set it up for me. So that's why I have that one. If not, I'd have gone to another bank. I collected GT Bank's form. I filled it. The form is in my room.
ah,
There are a lot of fintech related things in your room.
So UBA was just because my friend works there and it was easier to open the account without going to the bank at all. And she's not even in Abuja, she's in Oyo State.
Wow.
right.
Can you imagine?
Just to save myself stress. So
Okay. And you like all those accounts are like active.
active, when you mean active, there's money there, Abi. I have like 300 and something naira in one of them. That one case
Wow.
somewhere, just here and there. But
This guy,
spending is progress. It's not a one day activity. It's an
now so,
iterative process.
now so.
Mm,
Yeah,
Well,
I just have like two accounts that are active. First Bank, Access Bank. I I don't want to open like so much
when did
accounts
you open
because
a first bank?
First Bank I opened the First Bank 2012.
Was that your first bank? Like, oh God,
Yes, yeah, it was actually opened by my mom.
I knew it.
Then
You hardly see
I
any young person open first bank like now
yeah,
on their own accord or something.
yeah, I've moved on. Save like I just use it to save money. I use Access Bank for my transactions and any other thing that I want to do. So Access Bank is as a result of NYSE. Then okay, I had a friend opened Fidelity Bank for me once, like a Fidelity account for me once, and then I just closed it after a while.
When you mean closed it, you mean you went to bank to close it?
Eh, I moved on with my life now. I left.
Okay.
I told them
Because
that I'm
I've
going
begged
to shut
Polaris
down.
close their account. They said yes up to now. Every month they will deduct 43 kobo for transaction and they will credit me 30 kobo for savings. I don't know what they are doing.
Oh, I just remembered I have a Diamond Bank account. I, I got that one because of when I lost my mom, I had to claim like the money in her account. She was using a Diamond Bank. So part of the criteria was that I had to open a Diamond Bank account to be able to transfer because she was running a current account.
Can you imagine?
So
Those
they said
people.
I had to open an account so that they can transfer the money from her account to my account, which is like the new
Which kind
account.
I'm telling
That was
you.
how I got a Diamond Bank. Brother, the team entire me, oh.
man.
But just for peace to reign, make we get the money.
So you see, an average Nigerian has like two banks. At least.
mhm.
At least
Yeah.
two
Yeah,
banks.
yeah.
So
If you have one bank, and you can run mad.
Guy, I don't know anybody that has one bank account in Nigeria. I don't know anybody.
My
Nigerian
dad
brother.
has two accounts in each bank.
Oh wow.
Like
Wait, so
First
you
Bank,
mean
he has
in each
two
bank?
accounts.
You mean in all the banks?
Like in all the banks. So for First Bank, my dad has a savings account with his name. He has a current account with his name. Then he has a current account for like one business. Like all his business, they have accounts, right? GT Bank, he has a savings account in his name. He has a current account in his name. Um, Access Bank, the same
After
thing.
people will call me spending, people are not even serious. This
Imagine
Shazam
you get
had
Suzy.
has shares in all the banks.
Hmm.
Yeah, the day I was listing out my dad's accounts, it was like he needed all of them in one place, and I needed all of them also in one place, so that in case anything happens to him, make I know where waiting day, you understand? Yeah, I dey write account numbers. I don't reach number 9. You still they call. I dey write. I don't reach number 10. I say when you wait happen with your account number. Oh my
Because even
goodness.
for my dad, I knew that banks used to connect two accounts, one ATM card.
Yes, I learned
Hmm?
that from my
I,
dad
I
too.
never
I
knew I
didn't know
never
that.
knew that thing,
That was
that you can
Like
use
you
two
have
accounts on
accounts for one
an
ATM.
ATM card.
current and this thing, current and savings accounts now.
I don't know
I don't know the
I mean, no, no.
how much do we even have that we now know this one.
I don't
No,
like
Yeah,
the
I
no,
don't, I
guys,
don't even.
can we just step back for a minute and then let's evaluate the state of banking and fintech in Nigeria. Like, what do you think? What do you think about it? Where do we stand?
where do we start with what?
I don't know where do we stand. Like, if we were to evaluate the state of fintech and banking services in
In
Nigeria, so
Nigeria.
yeah,
For
in
all the
Nigeria.
shit are giving them, they are trying. All the shit are giving them, they are trying.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the odds, they are trying. I mean, it's not like fintech is superb and okay, apart from maybe people like Monzo and the rest.
Yeah.
For all the constraints you have, for CBN being who they are, the annoying niggas who they are, we are
Well,
still
but CBN are mostly jerks.
eh?
CBN are mostly jerks.
Yeah, like they'll fuck you over any day, anytime. So I strongly believe that despite the odds you are trying, better, right? Sometimes you see things that are just like sad ways of acting. So that, for example, the whole Vbank thing, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, Vbank can still rebrand and come back and be better. So yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? They try, then they try.
Any other takes? Dara, what's been your banking experience so far, or your experience with fintech products?
Uh, well, I don't want to echo what Mudia has said, but I think they are trying. I mean, it's one step at a time, right? And you know, the restrictions. But I also feel like okay, maybe not for me, but they have a lot of work to do when it comes to incurring people's trust, especially the older demography now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just like I don't even know who was speaking about is that you rather go to the bank than use fintech apps and services, right? So I think they still have a gap to bridge when it comes to that, but they're good for the younger elites that know what's up with technology.
Mm.
Yeah.
So where do we see? What can we expect in the next 5 years? Like,
Shall start the 5G.
don't let us
Shit.
just yet. Right. God.
I
Okay,
think
I feel in the next 5 years we'll be more open towards cashless. So my problem with cashless, right, has been the quote unquote people call it unbanked, but I have money. So if you can adopt cashless, see, I'm always disappointed where people like EO do not have a firm USSD service that. So I have to move somewhere else. A firm USSD service that does something like, let's send money from let's help market women send money. So I go to the market, I want to buy tomatoes too. I walk up to the woman selling tomatoes, negotiate. I buy maybe the whole rubber for 600. I will send and give them. I'll go to the meat guy. Yeah, so I just use the wood to all my transfers in the market and go home. I was thinking OPay would be the ones to do that. So that's if we're doing that, for example, right? For this pandemic, for instance, the spread will be reduced because I mean, notes is one way to also spread viruses. You get
So there is, I think in the next 5 years we'll have a higher cashless adoption.
Maybe,
Yeah, that's it.
maybe. I think that could also be a factor of what kind of tech that we even have to play around with, and the kind of ideas, and then the kind of regulations that we are going to be looking at, hopefully in the next 5 years. I think we can at this point just basically drop all things fintech and all that, and we want to talk more about any other random shit, or do we just call it today? It's been almost
No,
3 hours.
somebody talked about the loan apps in Nigeria.
Oh God.
Oh, no, let's not go there. That is a discussion for another streaming, for another day, I
Okay,
beg.
let, I think that will probably be like a topic for next week. Loan
Yes, I
so
promise we'll look at this next week, right? Well, let me
yeah,
just say one thing. It's a function of poverty.
so,
money, money means see.
eh?
It's not. You see, in my opinion, right? Instead
Yeah.
of this loan bullshit you are doing, set up a credit system, guy. You know that everything you own, Leslie, you have to
Mhm.
save and pay upfront. Your laptop, you pay. Your phone, you pay. You have to buy a car, you pay. It makes no fucking sense. How do you live life like that?
So even
Like,
if
there's some things that are supposed to be just paying monthly continuously. You get like you have to buy a phone today, you have to go and sell like 300K. You have to change your laptop spoils right now. And you're like, man, fuck, I need to get a new Mac. Like 400K. That's why you can just pay 18K every month across maybe 3 to 4, 5 years. Do you get? Like
just like
we need
having
a credit system. We need a credit system that works. Something that's better than what America is doing, sure, because those ones still our and see, we need it for things like education also. That's why education is shit in Nigeria. Because to
yeah,
be fair, you cannot insult any language anywhere. You're paying 14K to learn engineering. What do you, or maybe let's say 40K. Let me even use 40K. What do you really want to learn? I understand that it's subsidized by the government, right? But we need a credit system to fund stuff. Our lives are just too. That's why in Nigeria, when you are rich, you are rich. I have a friend that told me that his uncle wanted to get a house in the US, and they're like, you have to go back. And I was like, I have the money. Because I mean, in Nigeria, here, you just go there and drop bar if you get the bar. You understand? Except you go to your bank and then you do maybe a mortgage. I know that you do mortgages now in Nigeria. I heard
yeah,
recently. I never even knew about that. Point is, the same way you love people things once in places like America, let us try to let's try to do so here. So I said the credit system will only work in an organized data informed society. Yeah, that works. I mean, I feel all the credit scores people are building are still joke. They are still a joke, right? I mean, you can build a credit score for me right now and say, oh, because of how much I've been earning and the rest, if I borrow this money, I'll pay back. What if they fire me today and I'm like, oh, but if I get job, say I cannot take one or two, 3 million naira out of a loan this year. You will never know. You get. I
hmm
will. You will approve it and I'm gone. I'm gone for a while. If you even use the remainder of the 3 million to process my jackpot to Canada. So how would you get it? You get so it's just it's a gamble, sha, but that's how it goes.
So someone Willie P on our comment section says CBN current policies do not support the credit system in Nigeria. Jumia tried it years ago. Asked the product team, they had to fight SEC and CBN.
Mado.
Suleiman says Nigeria doesn't have the data control needed to run a credit system, hence the loan thing. So you understand.
Yeah, point, sure.
I think you should also factor the I don't know, maybe it's a cultural thing that Nigerians like to owe.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So
See,
wait,
Wow.
wait, wait. No, no,
Ah,
no, no. So
ah,
this is the
I
yeah.
thing.
have no
No, no,
data.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. This is why I feel no.
You
You are
have
right.
triggered us.
But this is why I feel the BVN and CBN fucked up. You understand? If you
Yeah.
have the BVN, the CBN is supposed to be able to authorize these credit systems, right, to withdraw from whatever fucking accounts you have. I mean, if my CUDA, I have to put my BVN. So it's not like there's no way you can put some money in the ground now. So when you get money from anywhere, it should be deducted monthly to pay for the shit you have already collected. So if you get a new MacBook, get a new car, and your loan payments or whatever, your payments are, let's say for your car is 20K a month,
Yeah.
and for your phone is 10K a month, right? No matter
Mhm.
where your money is, you should be able to deduct 30K a month and send to who you're supposed to send to across X number of years, pending before the salary earner. Now, if you lose your job, you can file something and say, oh, I don't have a job at the moment. Can you hold off on the payments? Like it's a thing of communication. It's supposed to be a thing of communication. Like, if I don't have a job, obviously I cannot pay for the car, right? Can you give me leeway for let's say 6 months while I find a job, stuff like that? I think we can be better structured in this country. I mean, we can look at all the mistakes America has made and look at how we now put better banking here. When people say banking is good in Nigeria, what is good in Nigeria is transfers. Let's be honest, just transfers. Transferring money from point to point that is good in Nigeria, not banking. I mean, banking goes beyond just pushing money, send you thank you, send me thank you. Yes, in America, it's hard, apart from that using cash app. You can't be sending.
Bank is laughing at you.
You can't be sending $20 around. Do you get? You can't send $20 around something as using cash app. You can't send them between banks. People see cash $10-20 checks in the US. It happens. But that is not what we're looking at. We're looking about core things like this, getting a good credit system. People send their kids to school to good credit system. People taking mortgages on the house, send their kids to college to good credit system. You can't do that in this country. It's messed up. So yeah, we'll have to talk about that thing extensively. Maybe we can get a financial expert also.
We should actually. We should. Let's do that. Let's do that next week. Let's do that next week. But not to cut it short or anything. Yeah. So let me just explain how. My mom was a civil servant. Yeah. She's retired and all that. So most of the things that she acquired, yeah, were done through some kind of, I don't know whether to call it a credit system, but or some
Ajo.
There was Ajo, yes, and I think there was some kind of higher purchase system that most banks were always coming to them were always approaching them to come and do. So they come to these schools and say, okay, open an account with us, or we have things that if you want to buy, we can create some kind of payment schedule for you. So you pay this amount first, then you can now be paying the rest subsequently over time, as long as you are gainfully employed. And like my first laptop that was bought for me, my mom got that for me. She got it for me from her job here
Are
on
you
her.
serious?
Yeah,
Mado.
from her job. She got it from her job. Some other
Yeah, Ajo is big in Nigeria. Oh. It's not just
Yep.
organized. Those guys are
Fintech,
running
no,
millions.
fintech should just leave it alone. By the time fintech enter a job, they come in app, fucking retard. I don't know, just let's do an app for a job. They should just leave
And
it
the worst
alone.
is all this Ajo that all these women are doing. Women Ajo, guy, those women they count like 10 million, 20 M.
So then they cash out. Then they cash out.
God.
is fucking undefeated. Jesus Christ.
See, I know a babe that even I dated in university, her mom made her join the job, right? Guy, this babe started balling in school. Oh boy. From baby, sometimes maybe not 40K there, I'm like, oh, she's like 200K. I'm like, baby, boo, when are we going to spend this money? But man, it helps them do like actually save properly. I like the fact that women have a job, right? It helps them in their own financial independence, because sometimes some men head in shit. So imagine you have a man that drinks all the time. Just keep money in a job. If you ask you say you don't have money, your money goes to a job, they go. When the man hold out too much, you don't run leave him. You rent your own house. That's not. So it's really good. Maybe we can find a way to design better for it, but for now it works. If it ain't broke, don't stress.
No stress it. Okay. Well, I'm hopefully moving forward. I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping that maybe Nigeria at some point will take data a lot more seriously. Hopefully, because
Yeah,
I mean,
we don't have a record keeping culture. How many times between me and you, do you record anything you spend on?
I
Do you
used
record
to.
everything? Okay, you used to. It's not in our culture. Like
I did put my
record keeping is
receipt
never
of
our culture.
all the POS transaction for my cupboard.
You
If
get
plenty too much, I'll throw it away.
exactly.
But you see, but you don't scan it. You don't scan it. You don't keep it. You don't have a spreadsheet that said, "Oh, over the last 5, 6, 7 months, this is how much I spent on this." We only keep records.
There's no way to track.
See this guy.
No. It is tracking. Tracking is actually not that difficult.
I have a friend that tracks everything. He tracks every fucking thing.
That is work. Yeah.
But that's the point now. Keeping data, having data, creating data is work. We don't have a data keeping culture right there. Except apart from the agile people, those ones they are notebook not the loss.
Man, those guys are gangster, man. Jesus Christ. All right, so let me
They get copy.
let me talk about. There's this lady that stays in my compound. Yes, she runs an adult platform. That's literally the best way to describe it. It's called Rainy Day Savers. I'm not advertising, but this is legit what she does. She does rainy day savers. Now you would think that okay, because she's young, she wants to bring like a more tech part to it. You know, maybe build you mobile app. No. She runs a job with Telegram groups, with WhatsApp groups, and with transfers. She's always in their faces. She's always harassing them. This woman does not sleep.
Is the cost of doing business, not
Yeah, but she does not sleep. She's always, you know, this, haggling people, pay your job, pay your contribution, and she is strict to the last T. And the people that she services there, God Almighty. Now you think that all these market people, because they're in the market, you be looking down on them and all that, man, or more.
Those guys will control money. All those evil men, we get pot belly with POS.
Jesus Christ, you will see some women like this, poorly dressed, poorly, as in their English is nothing to write home about. For Allah, they will pay your salary 3 times over. Don't piss them off. Don't piss them off.
That thing is fact. So that thing is fucking fact. Man. The money they control, and I think they own your first payment or something. Every year or something. So that's how they make their money. Like your first payment is for them. So if it was the first thank you, put that first thank you for them. Every thank you is for you. And since they have a lot of people, I mean, it's money for them. And that's what they do, Sha. That's what they do.
I think I don't know. I know that she makes money off late payment fees. So if you pay
those ones too.
That one
and Nigerians must pay late. It's their blood.
It's not blood.
It's not blood to pay late.
Tell me about her experience with people. Like the moment a Nigerian pays late the first time or the second time, Jesus Christ, they become fucking consistent. They pay on time.
After you don't charge them.
And even if they want to pay late, they will first of all inform her before time.
They go beg. They'll tell her the real story. Say my pikin fall from bike.
You need to hear Nigerian people and stories. They are fucking God Almighty. You will hear shit that will shake you.
A good business plan is just meet that woman. I'll tell you all the stories she has said, like 300 stories. Make it a book and sell. Because Nigerians, they create. Chukwuka, you supposed to know this thing now. Nigerians, they create stories. I fear Nigerians. No, man, that's a piss me off.
All right, so let's take a comment from someone here. The Willie P is saying politicians are key investors in loan apps. Just pitch to them about how people are poor, and since politicians know people who are poor, they buy into it. And because of and politicians make sure we remain poor. In Nigeria, yes, that's very, very true. Jay Suleiman says cooperative societies are a huge cash cow, but it has only survived this long because of the cultural phenomenon. Take that away or complicate it and it burns.
Yeah, I said it. If it's working, just leave it.
If it's working, just leave it, basically. But do people do a job with Carrywise or Piggyvest? Like how strong?
I don't
they have groups.
It's called saving circles.
But I don't know anybody. Okay.
I don't think it's adjusting. I think people just save together towards the targets. When you reach, everybody withdraw. I think they're doing that kind of competition thing when people go save like, oh, our target is 20 million. People just keep saving. At least 20 million, everybody withdraws. The adjusting is me. Let's say we're 5 here, right? And we're putting 20K. This month, let's say get 100. Next month, you put your 20. Next month, you pay back. You understand? Again, the next person gets 100. That's how it works, Nabi. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
that's how it works. So their business is different. I don't think Carrywise, because now if person B does not pay, if we don't Carrywise, who would really hold responsible? Is it the platform Carrywise who responsible or the person who has not paid? Because these people who are the agile leaders, they have a lot of responsibility on their head, which why they are paid for it. That's why they are well paid, they get. Now that they do all the fight at the battles, does Carrywise really want to get into fighting those battles?
Yeah, I saw somebody wrote something like that. Carrier should not carriers and piggyback should never venture try it.
They
It's
just
too
die
broad.
there.
Connecting strangers to do a job.
What if someone dies? I cannot pay.
Connecting people you don't know to do a job. Eh? Even a job said they usually do it with friends of friends of friends so that
Yeah,
few people you
man,
know.
you can't enter anyhow now. Like your mama just bring you, vouch for you, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they even gain credibility. If you skip your month, say I'm not in money this month, skip the next person. You understand? Like it help you gain level for inside. I don't know not call to play.
Yeah, look. I said they did party in my area. Guy, see women, big women coming with their cars, come and do a job party that they've been doing a job for the last 20 years. Hey, bust my head.
So women say to see on a job.
Big time cash out.
They cash out. They cash out. But maybe someday we should just look at it, study it well, and see how we can either not infiltrate their ajo, or how we can make a culture for us, our own age bracket and our own generation. Because to be fair, it's that's two different generations. The way we see the way we view money is different from how they view money. Like, see, the money I'm earning now, right? The money I make monthly, I am pretty sure. No, wait, calm down now. I'm pretty sure my father was not making up to this when he started, right? Forget inflation. Let's even adjust for inflation. If I adjust for inflation, I don't think my dad was making up to this. You get? So how were they able to run families and run things on that amount? I know people who still run families on 60K. They find a way to be able to put money around and make sure children go to school, people eat. Like how do they manipulate?
How they
money?
do it?
How
Guy,
they
I don't know how they do that, those things.
because
60K.
I look, if I see 60K, I should die.
The day I saw, I think it was grade level 5, level 1 or level 2, their salary per year. Guys, it was not up to 700K. I was like, okay, how do they do it? And these people, they still end up buying cars. But if you can't come on the other side, Nigeria, you did now some other one, two.
Yeah, but then you don't understand, right? When you start living on your own and feeding yourself, you realize how much it is to buy. See, forget that to say that eating outside is more expensive. Eating good food in the house and cooking is this fucking expensive. Let's not gawk it. It's not cheap anything. Do you get? So these are and your parents, they were feeding like 4-5 children. How did they do them? And when they chop well, do you get?
I go to go look for extra.
I'm not even paid. And we had the guts to even select food. Mommy, I'm not eating that one. Man. I think
You attacked.
this is not an excuse for why would it not be attacked? This is not an excuse. This is not an excuse for parents being assholes sometimes, like especially when we're failing in school. But you will understand why when you fail for class or when you get F for course, they're not take like you because fam. So my parents
Just so that for you, just only for you to go to school with your stupid head and come back with shit.
See, so when I was done with school, my dad finally bought a new car. And I realized he was not joking when he said, "You have not got a car. I've not trained my car since during 5 years at school because of me." Like, guy, he said me go to private school. Do you get? And
Only child.
No, I'm the first of three boys. They only cook. Like, so everything was paid for. You understand? Like, you're not boiling. You don't say, okay, maybe I can manage this money and then I can buy food stuff. You were buying food every day. If you have to eat like a pop-up, maybe 500, 400. If you have to eat well, balance diet, and you have cash or maybe like 1K. Do you get? So like
before I entered school, my father called me, text me on call. It's not my fault for you to go to school. This school is just a way. That's not the only way. I had a very good mechanic. I had a very good tailor. Choose the one you want to do.
Madu.
I told them result. My father said, "Do you want to change school or do you have to open a cash shop for you?"
I remember my final year. My mom came to school. She came to me. She brought food and all that. She sat me down. She knows that me, I'm a bastard to start with. She sat me down. She was short on kneeling down in front of me. I was like, Leslie, see, I know that school is not hungering you anymore, that you're tired. You just want to go out there and work. I know you have skill, but just manage and graduate. Manage.
Guy, that is the big miss too. I
Yeah,
find
so
that yeah, find that yeah.
I
You know,
said,
now that I try
I
to
said
push the
yes,
masters
ma.
agenda stuff.
I said yes, ma. I still came out with 6 carryovers. Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah, I had one carry my 100 level in English GST. Guy, I could not tell my father. My father will beat me
this is my father.
in English GST carryover. What I say, how do you fail English? My father up to now, you don't know. I cannot even still tell himself, man. He will be fine.
So two things my father told me. First one was
Oh,
one.
boy.
I not get.
I,
He said how many years your course? I said 5. He said good. I not get money for. I don't have money for a 60 year. I said okay, sir. So he now said also because my father first time dropped me in school. He said this is my first and last time here. Don't let me come back here. Not you graduation. Like that let me you got expelled and do something stupid and such come to school. I didn't even.
Oh my god.
So people like that, how were they able to, despite what they were earning, move money around? I think those are the people that know how to make a job work. Because it's not just about this month you get 100k, next month you get 100k. How are they actually making it work? How do they understand money? I think it
let's
could
say you
be.
have to bring an elderly person talk then somehow.
So
We're not
maybe
we're not going to graduate.
No. My father will say, what is all that rubbish?
what I
He will
can do
never
is
understand me.
what I can do is the lady who runs their job in my product. I can talk to her
Okay.
to get her on call for next week Friday.
Woo! That'd be awesome.
Share.
Further insight as to how her business works and how and basically share stories with us.
That'd be
Share
really cool. That'd be
that.
really cool.
So I will set that up hopefully by next week. We shall have all that sorted out. We have been at this for 3 hours and 20 minutes. We need to
All
go.
right. Bye bye guys.
Okay.
Thanks to everyone who has been with us from
All right, guys.
from 11. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for coming around. Muja, Simon, Chidera, this is your first time, so I hope we did not. I hope we didn't freak you out.
How is that?
So thanks everyone. I will be seeing you guys next week. Stay safe and
All right.
sanitize.
Eat well.
I will.
Bye, guys.
Oh, I need
Bye
sanitize.
guys.
Chop well, Joe.